All right, well, here goes nothing.
Go ahead and give it our best shot.
And I think we're in for a pretty exciting game. You know, we got a bit of a crosstown rivalry going on here. I think we're in for maybe a bit of a chippy game, but a good one nonetheless. The team's finally finishing up their warm-ups. We got about 6 minutes left until we're about to get started. All right. So the lineups, we got a lot of 8th graders over here for Strasburg. A lot of 8th graders, couple 9th graders. And then over here at Warren County, we do have a good group of 8th graders, 2 sophomores, and then 1 freshman on JV. And that's our first game tonight, will be the JV. Yeah, I think they're coached by Brittany Bowers and Tamika Fisher. Obviously the Rams. But yeah, I think we're in for a pretty special night. We're in for a special game.
I think we have a pretty good roster. I think we have a pretty good chance of winning this game. But
yeah, I think it'll be a dogfight.
I think this game is a toss-up.
It'll be a bit of a dogfight, but we'll see how it goes. Don't laugh with your. But yeah, I mean, I think we're in for a bit of a special game here tonight.
Yeah, I think this will be a very good game. Got about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on warm-ups.
I think we got some lethal shooters out here for Warren County. I think
I've seen some pretty good shots.
We got some good players on both sides here for sure. So I think we're in for a bit of a dogfight, but we welcome that. And you know, here's a guy who can shoot a girl who can shoot a 3. Excuse me. I mean, you just watch them warm up, and you're pretty impressed with how they're shooting out here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely a better roster than last year. I mean, it is a young roster, but I think we have a really good chance today.
And I think there's something to be said about young rosters for sure, because especially in JV, when you get them young, you can continue to develop them and then send them off to varsity when you believe they're ready. I think there's something very special about having a young roster like the Rams and the Wildcats do have here.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of 8th graders on JV. Looks like there's about seven 8th graders, and
yeah, you know, here's a girl who's in 8th grade, obviously. So, you know, they're ready to learn, right? So I mean, they're going to be drawing in a lot of information. It's going to be great for them to learn. It's going to be good for them to learn on JV for sure. But yeah, definitely for both teams, they do have very young teams. But yeah, I mean, I think that is important. There's something to be said about it, obviously.
Yeah.
And, you know, Warren County does have a bit of an older varsity roster. Strasburg has a couple more 9th graders, 10th graders, 11th graders on their varsity. So we will see how that pans out, whether Warren County's experience can help them take over the Rams out here.
Yeah, it's a pretty old roster for Warren County. A lot of 12th graders, a lot of 11th graders.
Yes.
And then for the Strasburg team, there are a good amount of 9th graders, good amount of 10th graders, and really there's only 2 12th graders on
And here's
Strasburg's
the thing.
varsity.
Here's the thing, though. Got to understand, a lot of these girls for Warren County, they've been playing, 4 or 5 years, so they're going to be soaking in a lot
and really, I mean,
of
even longer
information.
than that.
Yeah, I mean,
think about it,
you know what it reminds me a bit of? A bit of Mahomes. He's been in the league for a while, and there's something to be said about being able to learn and pick up lots of information.
Yeah, I really just.
I think both JV and varsity, it's going to end up being a dogfight. A lot of experience on both teams' varsities, and then a really young battle out here for JV.
Yeah, there's no clue how this is going to pan out, but I think it is going to be a really good game on both sides.
I really think we're in for a good night out here tonight. I really do. I believe that. So we'll see how it pans out for sure. We will see how it pans out. We got a lot of fans in here for the girls' opening night, so we hope for an exciting game. We definitely do.
Really would like to catch a win, week 1.
Yeah, and there's nothing like setting off the season with the win. It's very important for team building, especially with these young players. You never know how it's gonna affect them. Sometimes the players don't take losses well, so it'll be important to get off to a win tonight.
Looks like warm-ups are coming up to a close here, and we'll begin the game shortly. Can you hear me just fine?
And we're obviously live streaming out here on Roll Examiner, so we're welcoming you guys to this game. We're about to get started here at Warren County, Wildcats versus Rams. Wildcats sound excited for the first game of the season. We're about to get kicked off here versus the Rams. I think everyone's very excited out here. So the Wildcats take the field. It looks like they're taking the court tonight, and it looks like we have Grace Clark out there. She's a guard, 9th grade, and then it looks like we also have Nettie Bauman out there, also an 8th grader, very young roster again. Looks like we also have number 4, Riley Leanweaver.
And it looks like jump ball is about to start here.
Here we go, and it looks like
Strasburg's going to recover.
Strasburg's going to get it. Messes up the handle there. Looking for a pass. And here's a guy who knows how to not hold on to the ball for too long. She's definitely looking around for a pass. She finds one, number 30.
Gonna find pass.
Wildcats with some stingy defense out here. Definitely not letting any free passes out of here. They do have something with someone wide to the right. Don't know if she sees it yet. Fakes the pump there. She's gonna send it over. Number 30 in the paint. Steps in the paint. That's no good.
Shot. Warren County's got it on a fast break.
Warren County on a fast break. She's slowing down her roll. Looks up for the 3, a little too far. And, here's a guy who's not scared to take a shot, right? Number 2 stepping up. That again is Grace Clark.
And Strasburg's going to get the ball back.
Strasburg heading down the field. A lot more passes open now. And Afton, this again
is a fast break for Warren County.
And she might score. And that's going to be 2 points for Warren County.
Warren County going to start this game off strong.
You love to see it. Again, that youth experience, just stealing it and going. It's very important, Afton. She finds a great pass at number 22.
Not going to take the shot. Driving into the paint.
Had a shot and not even close.
Looks like it's out of bounds on Warren County.
That was number 22. That was a great find. These 2 young rosters lined up together. Strasburg's going to carry out a bit of a special play there. Number 10.
Looks like they're looking.
Wildcats
And a
being
good
stingy on
play by
defense.
Warren County.
And again, fast break with number 11. That is Katrina Morgan.
Looking for something.
Katrina Morgan looking like the star of the show so far tonight with the first points for Wildcats.
Strasburg is going to get a steal.
Strasburg get it, but
and
that's going to
it's
be a
travel.
foul. That is a travel. And, you know, again with the young ones, sometimes they're going to travel, and that's all right. She's looking for a pass here. They need a pass. She finds one once again. That is Katrina Morgan. She's looking for a pass. Rams being stingy on defense here. She's going to pass it over to number 2. That's Grace Clark.
But if that's
they're going to get on the fast break, Strasburg might score. Number 22 in the paint again.
And she's going to have that 2-2. We got a pretty even game here.
And 22,
5 minutes
22
left in the first quarter.
22 and Katrina Morgan looking like the star of the show tonight for the Rams and the Wildcats. Morgan looking for a pass. She's going to try to carry it.
Looking for anything. She's going to find
Rams
number
being stingy
2.
on defense. That's number 22. Pressure, and that's going to be points for the Wildcats. And there we have it.
Lead 4-2.
Grace Clark and Katrina Morgan connecting for the layup. And, you know, Athens, so far, Wildcats being pretty stingy on defense. Got hit with the fast break, but other than that, have been pretty stout. Number 22, again, driving up in the paint. She's going to go for a layup. That's going to be a travel. She scored, but that's going to be a travel. So Wildcats starting good early. Definitely Katrina Morgan and Grace Clark looking good tonight.
Going to take her time.
Looking for a pass. Rams not covering. Looking for a pass.
For anything.
Strasburg attempts to steal it. Absolutely failed. She's got a pass out there to number 5. That's going to be Maria Isabel. Driving up into the paint.
And that's going to be a travel in Warren County. Strasburg going to get the ball back here.
We've got number 20 in for the Rams. Number 22 looking for a pass. She's not finding anything. Drives into the paint.
And that's a shot.
And that is nowhere near.
Warren County coming down the court looking for something.
Anything.
She's going to try to drive into the paint.
That's Katrina Morgan. She's driving into the paint. Looks for a pass. That's number 5. Katrina Morgan once again.
She's going to
backing up. You know, scanning the field. You know what that reminds me of a bit?
That's a good screen right there.
And that's going to be stolen by the Rams. Number 22 looking for a pass. Again, the star of the show for the Rams tonight. She's looking for a pass. Absolutely no Wildcat there. She's going to take the shot here, and she's nowhere near. Bounces off.
Rams are going to recover it.
Rams recovered the rebound. Number 10 looking for some space, looking for that pass.
She's going to find number 24.
She floats it up.
But some good defense
Wildcats
by Warren
being
County.
stingy on defense.
But the Rams are going to get it back.
You keep like yelling when the Wildcats make a good play. You have to be quiet. They're fighting for it in the paint. We're not sure that they're going to give that to Wildcats.
Wildcats going to get it.
So far, Katrina Morgan heading up once again.
She's
looking for anything, something. Wildcats going to recover that. Not sure where it's going to go here.
What did he say?
He said to move the mic away from your mouth. 23 looking for a pass. She's going to find Morgan.
Coming down. Looked like they wanted a pick and roll, but just couldn't get it.
Fighting for it in the paint. That's Riley Leanweaver fighting for the pass, but they're going to lose it to the Rams. Rams ball, that's number 3. They're going to head down the field. So far, Wildcats have been pretty stingy on defense, so they're looking for anything here. Number 22 finding a pass. They're looking for anything in the paint. Number 22.
And Warren County trying to recover.
Looks like the Wildcats might have it. And it's going to go to the Wildcats. That's number 4. Riley Leadweaver. So Morgan heading down the field looking for something.
Katrina Morgan passing.
She's going to hit. Nettie Bauman recovers. Knocked over. Passes it over to her teammate.
Looking for a pass.
That's Grace Clark looking for a
and
pass. She's not going to find Morgan.
By Strasburg. They're going to try to take it down on the fast break. Going to put it up.
Number
no
22
good.
with another shot. Number 22 being the star of the shows for the Rams tonight, though.
Morgan coming down the court here. Going to reset.
Turning, scanning the court, looking for a pass. She's going to find Grace Clark there. Try to hit Nettie Bauman, but just no pass there.
And some good defense from the Strasburg team.
Looking for a pass, scanning the field. She's going to find somebody. She has number 22 to her right.
Looking in the paint, and looks like
they're going to take it out.
Pass it back out to the corner. That's a shot.
And that's
it's just not. But Strasburg does get the rebound.
Strasburg definitely taking some long shots early. Wildcats being stingy on defense.
Looks like Katrina Morgan trying to get something going. Katrina Morgan driving in the paint.
And that's going to go to the Rams. So far, Katrina Morgan and number 22 for the Rams have definitely been stepping up.
Yeah, it's been a really defensive game so far, but I think
both teams being very stingy when it comes in the paint. They're going to drive into the paint. She's going to take it outside of 22.
Going to kick it back out to the corner. Back in.
Nothing there. 22 driving into the paint. They're going to fight for it there. She finds a good way to get it out there.
Looks like they're going to bring the ball back up to the top.
She's scanning.
15 seconds left in this quarter.
Three's looking for a deep pass, but nothing there.
Going to shoot a shot. No good. 10 seconds left. Driving down the field.
Nettie Bauman heading down the field looking for a pass. She's going to hit Morgan. Morgan just can't handle it. And that is going to be.
And 1.9 seconds left in this quarter.
So far, just stingy on defense. Just
and they're
going to
take a shot.
Take a long shot.
And
nowhere
barely
near for
misses.
Number 3. So, yeah, so far, just a defensive game for both teams. Obviously, you know, we've seen Morgan, Nettie Bauman, and Grace Clark connect on a lot of passes deep down the field for the Wildcats, but just haven't been able to get that last touch there. And so far, number 22 definitely stepping up for the Rams.
Yeah, it's just really been a defensive game so far here. Amazing defense by both teams, but Warren County's just looked a little bit better.
And, you know, so far, you've just seen a lot of fast breaks, but then both teams are able to recover, and then they end up being pretty stingy in the paint as we move into our second quarter here.
And you know what some of these passes remind me of?
What do they remind you of, huh?
They look a little bit like Mahomes driving down the football field.
Yeah, I mean, for example, Morgan's found some pretty great passes out there tonight.
Yeah. I feel like Katrina Morgan has been the center of this offense so far today. She's just been around the ball a lot. And
seems like 22's been stepping up for the Rams out here tonight. Looks like she's going to start the second quarter on the bench, though.
Yeah.
This is Nettie Bauman receiving the second quarter ball here. She's going to be looking to find anything. Morgan also off the field here for the beginning of the second quarter. Looks like we have number 4, Kyle Ezell out there, Nettie Bauman, as well as Alyssa Grady. And then obviously Maria Isabel Donahue. So Rams and Wildcats both looking to put up more points.
Rams do have the ball. Come here. And it's going to kick it out to the corner.
Number 3.
Is she going to shoot it? She is.
She's been taking some long shots early, but that one's just not going to do it either.
She's just not going to be able
to
fire.
She's now 0 for 3 on her long shots. So once again, 14 backing up, scanning the field. She's done that a lot tonight, Athens. And again, she's going to find number 3. Let's see if she takes a shot here. She's not. Number 12.
It looks like Warren County's going to fight for this ball. Are they going to get it?
And we've seen a lot of this so far in this game. We've seen a lot of balls getting fought for in the paint.
And it looks like the Rams are going to come up with this ball. Number 14, inbounding. Looking for an inbound. She's going to find the paint.
And that's going to be some points for the Rams.
But so far, the Rams have just not been able to find these three balls. They've been looking.
Wildcats now looking to respond in the second quarter so far. Haven't scored. She's going to lose the ball there, and that's going to be a fast break.
The Rams
Number 3 driving, her first non-long shot, and she also misses that one.
But this is going to be a foul here, so let's see if she can make these.
Looks like we're going to get number 3 taking this. She's looking to put up her first points so far of the game. The Rams obviously looking to double their lead here. Wildcats hoping to score in the second quarter.
Pretty silent court here for the free throws.
Looks like she's trying to dial it in here, number 3. Not hit it on all her shots today, but she's looking to connect here. Doing a silly dribble, and it looks like she is going to miss.
She got one more here.
And they are bringing in number 10 and number 14.
Let's see if she can hit this to make this a 5-4 games for the Rams.
See if she can go 1 for 4 here. Rams hoping to double their lead.
Rams looking for anything here. And she's going to
connect.
And that is 5-4.
And so far in this second quarter for the Rams, we have not seen 22 in the game, who started up very early and looked like the bright spot for this Rams offense.
Looks like they're going to come up the
Wildcats
court.
driving down the field. She's going to look for a pass. That's number 10. We got Palo Santos. She's going to find number 22, and she's going to take an early shot.
And
seemed like she jumped that shot a bit, and once again, they're going to fight for it in the paint. Number 24 finding it.
And she's just going to take it herself?
She's taking that fast break. She's going to float it up to number 12.
Pass. Going to try to kick it back out, but
she's not finding anything. Nettie Bauman right there. She's going to take number 3, taking a long shot again.
And again,
and once
the Rams
again,
just can't find the 3 ball.
So far, Rams trying to hope to put more points on the board here. Haven't been able to connect on any of the
Looks like they want another 3 ball.
Wildcats defense not looking as hot in this second quarter.
Some Rams stringing
by the
together
Rams some here. Great passing. Number 3 looking to shoot again, even though
and that's a wide open shot, but she's not going to be able to find it. That. Number 5, Maria Isabella going to.
And so far in this second quarter, it looks like number 22 have won a lot of balls in that paint so far, and it's looked good. And so once again, we're going to get Nettie Bauman receiving the ball. She's going to try to hit it to Palo Santos. And once again, we have not seen Morgan so far in this second quarter. 23 inbounding the ball,
Nettie Bauman.
And they're going to take, it looks like number 24 is coming off for the Rams. So far, won a lot of balls in the paint. So here we have Palo Santos looking for a pass here. She's looking for Alyssa Grady, but Alyssa Grady just not finding no space.
Right now, but
Nettie Bauman receives it. She's going to fight in the paint, but once again.
And the Strasburg defense going to do a good job here.
And once again, it looks like the Wildcats have lost in the paint. She's driving down the court but loses possession.
Looking for something.
Scanning. Fans going crazy. Wildcats defense have not looked as great, and they haven't been able to find those final passes so far tonight.
And they're going to look for a 3 ball. They're going to let her shoot it. Is she
looks
going
like number 3 is going to take the shot, but once again,
she just can't find this 3 ball. It's a lot of great shots. The Wildcats aren't contesting them, but she just can't find that 3 ball today.
Eventually, it's going to catch up to the Wildcats giving away these free shots. So once again, Rams doing their silly pass, lining up, hoping to confuse this Wildcats defense.
Looking to get a good inbound here.
Looks like we have a bit of a break here. Wildcats going to make a substitution. And that's going to be Nettie Bauman coming off for Katrina Morgan.
11, Katrina Morgan's coming in.
Was the bright spot for this Wildcats offense in the first quarter where they put up 2 points. And they're going to take it all the way out to number 10 here. She's going to scan the field looking for a pass. Number 22 back into the Rams. So the Rams break.
Oh, and she's going to drive in. Going to try to take this shot. Nope. Looks like they want to kick it back out.
And, you know, that's why I said number 22 was a bright spot for the Rams. She's finding a pass there, winning it back in the paint. That's 24 driving in. That's going to be not a good shot.
But it does look like...
So Morgan and number 22 are back in for the Rams and Wildcats offense, hoping they can
2 free throws
Rams
here.
hoping they can double their points, and then Wildcats hoping they can catch up to the Rams offense so far. It's going to be
the Rams looking to increase their lead to 7-4. Let's see if she can make these free throws. First one.
And that's not going to make it. Bounces off, has a float to it, but just not going in. So far tonight, Rams 1 for 3 on their free throws.
Let's see if she can hit this second one.
Hoping to make it 2 for 4 here, 50%.
And
so
she
once
does not
again,
make it. Wildcats going to recover this. Number
Rams 1
5,
for 4 on
Maria
their free
Isabella.
throws. Got Maria
coming
Isabella
down the
driving
court.
down the field. She's going to find
Katrina
Morgan.
Morgan.
And
looking
that is
for a
why,
shot, and it's gonna be
she was a
blocked.
bright spot for the Wildcats offense. Able to drive into the paint consistently. And here's number 14 driving down for the Rams. She's going to find 22. 22 looking for something. She's going to float it to 30.
And a good block.
And that's fantastic work by the Wildcats.
30, Kyla Azell.
Oh, Morgan just can't find that final ball. It's just been fantastic for the Rams, though. Excuse me, Wildcats.
Rams looking to make something happen coming down the stretch. Going to kick it out to the corner. Corner's wide open if she wants to take the shot. Nope, the Wildcats are going to get on it.
She's going to take that shot anyway. And it's going to float right over.
It's going to be out of bounds. They're going to try to inbound it. Number 10, Paolo Santos. But it looks
Rams
like
are going to win it right back. 14 looking for the pass. She's done that all game. Calling for the pass there. 10's going to find it. She's going to find 30 wide open. Here. So far, the Wildcats have struggled finding players on the wing. They seem to be.
And it looks like the corner might be open, but she decides not to take the shot.
The corners seem to have been consistently open for the Rams. And I don't know. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot, but Morgan's going to recover it. Morgan slowing down the field a bit, the court a bit. She's going to be looking for a pass.
Looks like she wants a pass here. She's going to make it.
That's
a little pick and roll here.
It's Kyla Azell. She's going to give it to Nettie Bauman, or Paolo Santos, excuse me. They're going to win it back. Number 22 is right there. They make a pass here, a bit of a Mahomey pass. They might find something. Number 22 not taking the shot there. The crowd wanted it.
Looks like the corner is open. Top of the key is,
and nothing there. Not sure what the foul was.
Looks like the Wildcats are going to get the ball, though. Neutral zone infraction.
I see. Aston Anderson helping me out a bit tonight.
Joseph Abril as my other commentator.
And here's Morgan. Consistently, she's looked for a pass, but also have been able to drive it into the paint for the Wildcats offense that's only put up 4 points, though the Rams only have put up 5.
Yeah, this has just been a really defensive game, Jim.
Excuse me, Jim?
I mean, Joseph.
So Paolo Santos looking for a pass. She's tripped up in the paint.
And that's going to be a travel. Good defense
travel
by
on Paolo
the Rams
Santos.
here.
Rams being stingy on defense.
Rams going to get the ball back, inbounding. Looks like the Rams are going to make their way down the court.
And so once again, 14 looking for a pass. Little dink pass
30
there.
coming in.
Looked like a bit of Kansas City, and they're going to find the points there.
And they're going to increase this lead from 5 to 4 to 7 to 4.
And so once again,
Wildcats really just haven't been able to get it going offensively, as they haven't even scored this quarter.
14 just having a bit of a Kansas City pass there. That was fantastic.
Isabella here looking for something. And that's going to be Azell.
Azell looking for something. She's going to find Paolo Santos in the paint. Number 4 taking a shot there for the Wildcats.
And that's just no good, but number 4.
Morgan.
There's a shot. Azell trying to get it. She can't.
So 14 driving down the field. Been Rams' best passer
Katrina Morgan
so
here on number 14.
Number 3 wide open on the wing.
That's some good defense.
She's taking some threes tonight, Athen. I'll tell you what. Number 3 looking for another.
Yeah, another 3. And she just cannot find that 3 ball
Rams
tonight.
cannot seem to connect on the 3 ball tonight.
It looks like they're fighting.
Consistently struggled there.
And it looks like it's going to be the Wildcats' ball.
So once again, Rams making subs. 32 coming off again. And 14's coming off. So far has been the Rams'
Yeah, they've
best
done
passer.
I think they've done a really good job of getting these subs in and making sure their players are healthy.
Yeah, the Rams look fresh. Wildcats looking not great on offense. Morgan hoping to spark something here. That's number 5 driving there. That's Maria Isabella.
There hasn't been a single 3-point shot
She's
yet
looking for
from
Paolo
the Wildcats.
Santos with a nice spin there. She's going to drive into the paint and find
Katrina Morgan looking for something.
Nothing.
And it looks like that's going to be a travel.
That's going to be another travel on the Wildcats. Consistently just haven't been able to hit it in the court.
Wildcats have been playing pretty good defense, but they just cannot get it going when it comes to
First
their
quarter,
offense.
they had some open passes in the paint, but just so far for the Wildcats.
But it looks like the Rams have just like.
And the ball's going to get stuck there. We don't see that often, Athen, do we?
That's just something we don't see every day.
We don't. So, ref looking to get it out here. He's a bit of a tall man. We'll see what he can do. He's going to jump up. Climbing.
He's going to climb up,
get
and he almost scores that.
And wow, you know what that reminded me of? Something maybe LeBron would do. That's a fantastic play by the ref there.
You know, that looked like DK Metcalf jumping up for the ball.
That's going to be the Rams' ball here.
Rams have the ball lined up in their inbound.
Definitely looking
for something. The corner's going to be open. She's going to take the two.
And once again.
She just can't get it. And it's going to be a fast break. Katrina Morgan
Here's
coming
Morgan.
down the court.
Morgan.
She's looking for it and just can't get it. Katrina Morgan again. Katrina Morgan is going to get fouled. 2 shots here.
Looks like Katrina Morgan's going to take the free throw here. Once again, number 3, taking these dangerous shots, taking the threes, but just not able to connect on them.
Let's see if she can make these.
So that ref showed some athleticism there, and here comes Morgan hoping to do as well as the ref did, and she is going to not make it. Hoping to connect on this second point and make it a 6-7 game.
You really want to make this free throw because that'll make it a 2-point game, and that's really just what you need.
So yeah, Morgan doing a ball spin, and she's going to connect on it.
She's going to connect,
and so Wildcats making it a 2-point game here as we close out the second quarter.
Looks like they're going to put a little pressure on at half court.
Number 10 takes off Palo Santos like she's nothing.
It looks like number 2 driving in.
They're going to find 12. And
that's going to be good.
The Rams are going to respond right back. That's just fantastic play
for
the
Rams. Wildcats, you got to go. Only 30
Wildcats
seconds
hoping to put up some points before halftime.
Wildcats, Katrina Morgan looking to make something happen here. And she's going to drive in, a good move.
She's moving like an eel covered in Vaseline. She's able to find her way through the paint and take a shot. That's going to float up, but that's just not going to make it.
And it looks like
Rams tripped up.
And
we're not sure
I
whose ball is
out
that.
of bounds.
And that's going to give the Wildcats the ball in a pretty good spot as they want to score before the end of the second quarter.
You kind of want to use up your time, but also you want to score here.
If you take a 3 here, you know, you can make it close. Palo Santos looking for something, just locked up, and the ref's going to blow the whistle here. I'm not sure what it is.
What is he going to say? Looks like
just a bit of a miscommunication on how this should be ran. Once again, ref trying to take control of the game. We're not sure. So Palo Santos is looking for a pass.
Number 5.
She's going to find 5 here. Morgan. And Morgan just been taking the shots tonight, but once again, she cannot connect.
Shot, and they got it in the paint. Looks like they're going to let it go out of bounds, and that's going to be the Rams' ball. You just can't let that happen. You got to get that ball.
I think they wanted to score before half here.
If you're the Wildcats, you got to put pressure at half court. You can't let up a shot here. You can't let them get past half court.
You don't want number 3's been taking some dangerous shots tonight, so we'll see what she tries to do here.
Inbound the ball. Number 10, it looks like wants to take this shot, and that's just not going to be the shot.
That's not going to be the shot. So the Wildcats down 5-9. Started off really good in the first quarter, but just offense have not been able to click at the end there. And so far
so that's going to conclude this half with the Rams up 9-5.
You know, we have some highlights here so far. Number 3 just not able to connect on these threes. Rams so far relying on getting into the paint. They haven't been able to score from the 3, nor the Wildcats. Morgan has looked like the bright spot for the Wildcats.
She has taken a lot of shots, and I'm not quite sure how many points she has right now, but I think she does have some on the board.
So Wildcats offense hoping to spark something. Morgan hoping to spark something.
It's like both teams headed into the locker room.
Wildcats going to talk it over. They've been pretty stingy on defense so far, but just not able to connect towards the end.
And if you're the Wildcats, I feel like you want to come out of this half kind of just shooting the ball, get as many shots out as you can, as they've really offensively just haven't been able to get it going, and I feel like they just haven't had the shots to get it going.
If I'm the Rams, I think I'm pretty happy with how we performed in the second quarter. They started off a bit slow in the first quarter.
But, man, did they absolutely make a good stretch. 7 points in 1 quarter.
And, you know, here's a group of girls who started off good, obviously, but they just cannot seem to get that defense that they had in the first quarter. just letting up a lot of points that were unnecessary to the Rams here.
And their offense just hasn't been able to get it moving.
So far for the Rams here, 14 has been able to drop back and find some open passes in the corner. The Wildcats defense getting exposed there. But the Wildcats have been able to hit on some fast breaks here, just struggling to get that last piece, but it's looked good. They just need to string some passes together at the end there.
Yeah, you know who some of these passes remind me of?
But yeah, Morgan and Paulo Santos have been able to connect near the end, but they just have not been able to get that shot off.
Yeah, they really just the shot just hasn't been consistent tonight, but their defense has looked pretty good against this Rams offense, but
I think so far for the Rams, it looks like they've taken some unnecessary shots from the three, and they just have not been able to connect.
yeah,
on
they
them
just
quite
have not
simply.
been able to get these shots off.
They have been able to drive into the paint consistently and score some points, but just number three taking a lot of shots that were probably uncalled for.
Yeah, if I'm the Rams here, I would want to keep attacking the paint as they've had a very, very successful run at the
Yeah, I
paint.
think the Rams want to replicate what they did in the second quarter, but hoping to maybe connect on some of these threes and put some more points up. Wildcats obviously looking to connect in the final third. They've been good with the fast breaks.
Apparently, we don't have to talk here.
And as we get started with the third quarter, we have the Rams and the Wildcats stepping out tonight.
15 seconds left on this halftime.
And Aspen, back to what we were saying earlier, number 3 has taken some interesting shots for the Rams here tonight.
And really, if she could have just connected on a couple of those, this game wouldn't really be close. But she just can't find that 3 ball
this
today.
Game, if the Rams start stringing together some passes here, this could really get out of hand for the Wildcats if they don't get their offense moving here.
Yeah. The Wildcats looking to find something early here.
Once again, ref showboating a bit. But
your starting lineup here is going to be Katrina Morgan, Grace Clark, Maria Isabella Donahue, number 23, Nettie Bauman, and number 4.
And, here's a girl in Nettie Bauman that's just almost completely taken control of the offense tonight.
And almost getting something started.
It reminds me, she's like quarterbacking the field out here tonight, or the court tonight, excuse me. But it's just been fantastic gameplay so far from Katrina Morgan, hoping her teammates can step up and they can hope to spark something in the paint.
The Rams here looking to find something.
It's gotten a bit stale, for sure, Athen. Number 30 here. Number 3 not starting for the Rams after taking some interesting shots.
I really think some of the shots that have been taken here by the Rams have just not been what you want to see. But a little string of good passes put together. But it is going to be the Rams' ball.
Number 3 signaling that's the Rams' ball. Interesting.
Looks like they want to see a little inbound play here.
A little underrated player for the Athen here, Rams. We have for the Rams, Athen is number 14 and just found that pass that's going to string together.
To 24 for a little 2 points.
That's right. And 14 has seemed to found a
Katrina
lot of
Morgan
great passes
looking
tonight.
to lead her team down the field, but just some good defense from the Rams. And really, that's what we've seen all night,
That's
or really
right.
all half.
Rams just been really stingy on defense. And number 22 and 14 have definitely been the bright spot. 14 able to step back, find something. She's normally found 22 or 3 in the corner. 3's taking some interesting shots. 22 able to find some people.
Looks like the Wildcats going to set up something here.
Nettie Bauman. She's found Grace Clark. That's going to be a foul.
That's going to
be
be a double dribble, and that's
right.
just something you don't want to see.
Early for the Wildcats, again, offense has not been there, Ethan.
Yeah, no, this Wildcats offense just hasn't been able to get it done.
They've struggled
in the last quarter. But it looks like the Rams offense wants to string something together.
And
but
that's Morgan right there.
Katrina
Who just
Morgan,
found that ball.
a good play, but
once again,
you got to hold on to that ball. You got to have some ball security.
Morgan's been able to carry, though, for the defense and the offense here tonight. And that's 14. She's found another great pass, being able to pick apart this Wildcats defense. And they're fighting for it. See who they give that to.
Looks like the Wildcats.
24 has won a lot of balls so far for the Rams, though. She's been able to fight in the paint for that ball from the Wildcats. Bauman signaling.
Yeah, this Rams defense has been putting so much pressure on the Wildcats offense.
And I think that's what cost them early in the first quarter was they were just not putting points, especially pressure on Morgan. You see, when you get pressure on Morgan, she starts to slip up the ball a bit, and that's what the Rams, I think, have really focused on.
Yeah, they've really just been looking to put pressure on and just not allow her to come up the court like she wants.
And I think there's something to be said about the Wildcats need to emulate that when they're on defense, because early in the first quarter, they were stingy on defense. They weren't able to find anything, but it seemed like the Rams were really able in the second quarter to pick together some passes.
If you notice here, the Rams have just been able to come down the court, just no defense, nothing.
And they've taken those threes where they just haven't been pressured. I think that's what helped the Wildcats early was they were able to pressure the Rams, and the Rams were just not able to find anything. But if you see here, they just haven't been able to press.
Yeah, they've really just let off.
You see, once again, finding 22 in the corner, she's going to take a shot.
That's just an open shot. But
if the Rams have connected on shots tonight, it would be a very different game. 33. Expressing her frustration, that ball
looks like the Rams are going to get this. Number 2.
That's Grace Clark
coming down the court.
Definitely looking for Bauman and Clark here for sure. That's who you want to focus on in the red zone. Clark just stepping into Clark stepping into Katrina Morgan's way. Just a miscommunication on offense.
That's going to be a shot, but just not able to connect, and Bauman, that ball is blocked.
She gets hit while she shot. I'm not sure there should be a foul there.
It's going to be the Wildcats' ball here as the Rams last touched it.
And here's the Rams making some early substitutions. That's number 3, who is so far 0 for 4 on three-pointers. She made an early free throw after missing her first one. She's 50% on her free throws. Rams hoping she can put together some points tonight. Morgan, not sure that she didn't touch it last, but the ref will give the Wildcats the ball here.
Yeah, the Wildcats really looking to just string something together on offense, but some amazing defense by the Rams.
And I think the Wildcats...
She's going to climb the ladder and grab that ball.
And no. But the Wildcats seem early. They have not been able to be creative on offense. I think they've been focusing on the same type of passes, always to Morgan, always hoping to just dribble at the paint. They need to connect on some passes. The Rams have done that early.
I know you want to follow your game plan to a T, but sometimes I feel like you just got to veer off and be a little creative. And I feel like this is what this Rams offense has done.
And you know what? It reminds me of a bit of what Mahomes does for Kansas City. He's able to find some interesting passes.
Yeah, Mahomes really sets up the field, and that's exactly what I feel like number 10 for Strasburg's been doing this game, just setting up everything.
Number 10 and 14 able to step back and just find passes consistently all night.
Wildcats.
And here's 22 coming on.
22 and 12 coming in.
And here's a girl who's been able to find some great passes all night. She's been able to have been found in the corner. And that's going to go to Morgan. Slowing down the field. That should be an important key for the Wildcats offense.
Morgan finally getting time to come up the court here as they've been getting pressured all game. Morgan looking to drive into the paint.
Up. She needs to find passes. Consistently, she's held onto the ball way too long in the paint.
Yeah, she really wants to do everything, but I feel like if you're the Wildcats, you wanna get that passing game going.
There we go.
More.
Loses the ball in the paint. They have to string together passes.
Yeah, they really just haven't been passing as much. If you've noticed, the Rams have just been passing this ball over and over, but the Wildcats just can't seem to make these passes.
I think Paulo Santos has really, when she came on for the Wildcats, it seems like they were able to string together some more passes for this Wildcats offense. Don't know if they want to consider, putting her on.
Yeah, there's been some really dynamic points in this offense, but at the same time, find those dynamic points and stick with your game plan.
That's right. And, Rams definitely getting a lot more shots than they did in the first quarter, and that's been the key. The Wildcats need to step up. It's still 5-11 here. The Wildcats hoping to score some points before this third quarter ends.
Morgan
looking to do everything.
The ball here.
Morgan,
but she's gonna take a shot and just can't find it. And looks like the Rams are going to get it back. And number 2
and
for the Rams.
Morgan is just going to step right in there.
And who are they
going to give it to here?
The Wildcats are going to get the ball here.
That's going to go to the Wildcats. Morgan just stepped in. Rams looked a bit asleep on offense there, hoping to get a counterattack, but they just got completely caught asleep there.
If you're the Wildcats here, you need to string something
together.
Number
3, looking like she's doing jumping jacks. Nettie Bauman able to find number 2. That's Grace Clark.
Grace Clark looking to make something happen.
And that's that.
Looks like she wants to kick it out.
This is the Rams varsity getting ready to warm up here. Fighting for it in the paint. Grace Clark and number 3. And so number 3 is going to receive it here.
Rams coming up the court.
14 looking, again, backing up, scanning the field, finding a pass. 22. First quarter, she was the star of the Rams offense, but it seems like number 3 going to take another 3 that just doesn't find its path. It's been the story of the night so far.
So the Rams going to inbound this ball. Looks like number 10 to inbound it.
And that's number 2 in for the Rams. Haven't seen her since the first quarter. Hoping to string something together. She's got that size where she could really slither through the paint and try to find a shot. And I think that should scare the Wildcats because so far they have not been able to put pressure on anybody. So if she can be quick and find her way to the paint, she can definitely take some shots on this Wildcats defense. Here's Bauman receiving it. She's going to hand it over to Morgan. And, Morgan, once again, trying to slow down the court, excuse me. She's looking for something, trying to do it all. Finds a pass. It's going to be hands it over to Bauman, not finding anything. Number 2, again with that, see if she has that quickness in her. Slows it down, finds interesting pass there. Here's 22.
And that's going to be a shot, just not on.
For the Rams offense tonight, Athen, 22 has seemed to have been able to find that shot, but just can't connect on that
That's
final.
a shot that you don't want to see.
Yeah, for sure. And, here's a guy who's been good. She's been good for the offense, but just hasn't been able to find that final shot.
Katrina Morgan taking them down the field here.
Once again, looking for a pass. Definitely the Wildcats offense needs to step up.
And that looks like a little miscommunication, as I don't think two wanted the ball there.
Morgan trying to do it all. That's been the story of the night so far. Wildcats doing a little bit too much in that final third. Needs to be able to string together some passes.
If you're the Wildcats, you need to tell your players to just kind of lay off on the unnecessary dribbling and just get your passing game going. As when they had the passing game going, they had a 4-2 lead in the first quarter.
That's right, Anthony. And if I'm a Wildcats coach here, Ashley Yoakum and Haley Bischoff, I'm thinking at the end of the third quarter, let's talk to them. Let's say, let's find together some passes. Let's slow it down a bit. And once again, there we go. The Rams will score.
Rams score again.
And that's going to make it 5-13 towards the end of the third quarter.
Just to piggyback off of what you said, coming into this halftime speech, I really do think that they need to emphasize on the unnecessary dribbling and the needed passes. And
Morgan,
there you go,
finally able to connect.
Amazing shot there from her.
She's been vocal for the
Looks
Wildcats
like they're going to
offense.
put a little pressure on the Rams defense.
Here's two, and two is definitely disappointed.
10. Come down to 30, driving in the paint, looking for something. Good defense by the Wildcats.
Looks like Wildcats looking strong as we move into the third quarter.
Looking to do something here.
Morgan
makes a move.
Shot. That's not going to make it.
Can't find it. That's just not.
And the Wildcats have looked good towards the end of the third quarter, but time running out to put some points.
Now,
on the
if you're
board.
the Rams, I think
Morgan goes flying. Not sure they're going to get that ball to. You don't want to see that.
That's going to be a charge.
And Athen, you don't want to see that. Morgan been the vocal point. You don't want to see her get hurt here. Morgan frustrated to come off. She's frustrated to come off.
She likes that.
But if I'm Morgan's coach here, I'm thinking, let's talk about maybe slowing down this offense. Moving into the fourth quarter, let's attack, but let's slow it down and string together some passes.
This game isn't that far off of each
other. That's right.
It's 13-7.
I mean, this game is not out of reach for the Wildcats.
All you need
here's
is
Grace Clark.
But amazing
needs to find
defense.
something. Grace Clark.
And she just can't get it, but the Wildcats going to get the ball back. Have to get a shot off there. You can't be making passes last second.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
Yeah,
Wildcats just disappointing.
This third quarter speech, you really got to get the
if I'm Bischoff and Yoakum here, I just feel like our team needs to slow it down.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Bischoff is trying to get them ready to
Morgan needs to focus up here. Rams, I think they've been all right, just haven't been the best. The Rams have outplayed the Wildcats, but it hasn't been a great showing by either team so far.
Yeah, I feel like the vocal point for this Wildcats offense, though, really has been Katrina Morgan.
And if I'm the Rams offense here, Athen, I'm thinking let's put 3 in for this final fourth quarter. Number 3 has taken some dangerous shots, but when you get towards the fourth quarter, you definitely want them in. We're moving into the fourth quarter here, Athen. What do you think we're going to see from both offenses here?
I think if I'm the Wildcats, I would have told them to pass the ball more, and let's see if that's what they would have done. Because I feel like if you get the ball moving, you get the ball passed around.
Haven't seen a lot of 30 here tonight for the Rams. And they're Wildcats.
And the Wildcats just struggling. But here they are, and it looks like they got a little good thing going.
There we go.
They're going to make a pass on the inside, but
you
got to get that ball.
I think the difference here between the Rams and the Wildcats has been the Rams have looked fresh on offense, don't you think?
Fresh and physical. That's something we've seen a lot.
And I think the Wildcats could take some of that. They do need to be more physical when it comes to their offense. They're putting pressure on these Wildcats, and not just in the final third. They're able to put pressure at half, behind half, and that's helped them get some points here.
I've noticed just the Rams offense just being physical, the Rams defense being physical, and the Wildcats, you just haven't seen that physicality.
And there we go,
There you go. That is a really
good read. The Wildcats are going to score in the paint.
And who was it that made that
That
pass?
is Maria Isabella with a great shot. Been quiet tonight, but she comes on and she puts supports on. Morgan not on for the Wildcats.
And this is a 4-point game. This is
not out of reach.
And as we said, we both thought this was going to be a really defensive
That's
game.
right.
And that's exactly what
That's
it's been.
what we've seen tonight. If for Athens, like we said, it's going to be a dogfight. And so far, that's what we've seen. A lot of scrappiness in the paint, but both teams fighting for this week 1 win.
Yeah.
14 again, fantastic pass. Done that all night. Number 3.
Number 3 out to the corner. She's going to take this shot.
Like I said, she's taking another 3, and once again, she's not going to make it. Again, 0 for 5 on threes tonight. So here comes Nettie Bauman. Been almost on all game for the Wildcats. Morgan so far not on for the Wildcats in the 4th quarter, even though they're hoping to string together some points. And that's not going to help their case.
No,
that is not going to help their case.
You
Rams
gotta be
15 to 9.
And here you have a fast break. You got to make one of those passes upfield. But
Paulo Santos losing the ball there.
Number 14 on Strasburg going to bring this.
Wildcat coach frustrated there in a frog position. 3 taking a shot, not going to hit it. Here comes Alyssa Grady. Hasn't been on a lot tonight, but she's making a fast break, hoping to get the ball here. She stepped out. She stepped out there, and that's just not being focused.
Yeah.
She could have got that ball.
No.
It's a lack of focus from the Wildcats. That's been the issue, I think. A lack of focus and a lack of drive.
It's been a really good showing from this Wildcats offense and defense.
Yeah.
But if you're the defense here, you need to put more pressure.
And it's those finishing touches that the Wildcats have missed on tonight.
Yeah, and this Wildcats defense just hasn't been physical, and they're, again, just not showing the pressure, no contest.
And I think this comes down to week 1 in a young team, right? They're not been able to be very physical or have that drive, but it's week 1, and, they're going to learn from this for sure.
I mean, this is still an 8-point game. All they got to do is make some shots. And
if they come out with this a win, it's going to be a great learning opportunity for the Wildcats. If they can come out here and show teams that, we can step behind, but we can still come back. We can still win games like this. That'll be very important for this Wildcats offense.
Yeah, for the Wildcats team, you really just want to show that it doesn't matter if there's a deficit, you can still win this game.
Yeah, and looking physical here on defense.
Yeah, this is what we want to see all game, man. This is some really good defense.
This would be the time to step up for the Wildcats defense.
It looks like this is some of the
14 taking her first shot of the night, not going to connect. Alyssa Grady there fighting 3 off.
Doing an amazing job of fighting for that rebound. Number 10 looking to do something here. That's going to be a foul on the Wildcats.
Alyssa Grady has been able to step on for this Wildcats defense and look physical and, help them out be more physical tonight.
Yeah, number 10 for Strasburg going to take some free throws here.
Either way, whether they lose or win, it's going to be a learning opportunity because if they win, they can learn that, we can fight back from a deficit no matter what. We can make adjustments at halftime at the end of each quarter and be able to come back and be physical. But if they lose, and that's going to be points for the Rams. But if they lose here, it's a learning opportunity. It's week 1. This is a young team, and there's a lot they can learn from being more physical and looking at what their opponent did to kind of attack them. It's going to be one more shot for number 10 here, hoping to double this Rams lead.
And she can't find it.
So far for this Rams offense, leading by double. Start off the first quarter slow. Wildcats offense was very stingy, I think.
Yeah, 18 points for the Strasburg team and only 9 for this Warren County team, which you really want to see more out of. But if you're Warren County, don't count them out of this as right there.
And there we go. Right on cue, broadcaster's curse. Athens says, we're being too slow, and they score right there. Athens Anderson, maybe try a little bit of that, see if we can put some more points on the board here. 11 to 18 here. 9-point game.
And there you go.
And it's still in, but that's just not a good touch from Grace Clark there.
But some good pressure.
This is what we need to see. Alyssa Grady going to win it there. That's going to go to the Wildcats.
Wildcats going to get the ball back here.
Getting a little chippy out here.
And ever since that nice little drive down the court, they've looked pretty good.
Morgan has not been on in this fourth quarter, but we've seen Alyssa Grady really step up and show what it means to be physical to these Wildcats girls.
Yeah, she came in and she's played amazing.
And Athens, she is a sophomore, so they can learn a lot from her. She is one of the older players on this roster, and they can learn a lot from her, I think.
But there's a pass you just don't want to see.
We haven't seen a lot of Victoria Oliver tonight, but she's definitely a veteran voice for this Wildcats team. A lot of young players who have been playing But here comes Alyssa Grady coming off the field, and we're going to see number 4 come on. That's Riley Lineweaver. Hoping the Wildcats can be more physical here. You know, they're not out of this game, Athen. It's 11-18 here. We got 3 minutes left. You know, Athen, it's not going to take a lot for this Wildcats offense to come. We've seen what they need to do. They just need to execute it.
Yeah.
I think both of us know what this Wildcats team needs. They just need to go out in there and do it. You know, here comes Paulo Santos looking for a shot.
And that's some miscommunication there. But it looks like and a little scrap here, but the Wildcats going to come up with this.
And see, that's a great example of just being able to
And that's a good find, but just can't hang on to that
that's
ball.
Been the story of tonight, just not being able to finish in that final third of each and every play.
Wildcats have done an amazing job of getting the ball down to the paint, but just not being able to finish it off.
And that's all right. You know, the Wildcats will definitely learn it is early.
Looks like Strasburg having a little miscommunication about who's inbounding.
Hoping they get it to 14 here. She's been able to pick apart this Wildcats defense tonight. No shots taken, but she has quite a few assists tonight, Athen.
Yeah. And looks like they're going to try to find
number 22, once again in the corner. 14 and 22 connected all night.
Some good defense by the Wildcats. Looks like they're going to fight for it on the ground.
22 getting chippy there inside the three-point line.
It looks like Strasburg is going to come up with this ball. Looks like a timeout is going to be called here. No, I was like, stop.
And here we go. So, if I'm the Wildcats, I need to be telling them to be more physical here. Rams, I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing and hold on to this slim lead they have right here. Definitely not the best showing from these Wildcat girls, but once again, we don't see Morgan out here for the Wildcats. Don't know if she's... Excuse me.
Wildcats.
Grace Clark.
Make something happen.
She's not being quick enough. She's twirling around with the ball. Finds Paulo Santos driving.
Yeah, and she's going to...
That's not a great shot
not quite going to find it.
A little bit too much oomph on that pass.
Looks like Strasburg is going to rebound this ball.
Here comes 14.
And it looks like they want to make something happen down the stretch.
Here comes 14. Hoping to put the nail in the coffin against this Wildcats defense. 22 hands it to 2. Interesting. You know, I was expecting 2 to have more of a big old vocal point for this Rams JV offense, hoping she would be a little bit more quick against this team that hasn't been very physical.
Good play by the Wildcats. Let's see if they're going to come up with it.
Able to win it there.
No, they are not going to be able to win it, as Strasburg is going to get this ball back. Again, just that physicality that Strasburg's shown, and the Wildcats just not being able to match it tonight.
That's right. Yeah, that's been the story of tonight for sure.
Yeah.
You know, we have our friends Joseph Tennant here working the camera and Colin O'Hammond working the scoreboard. Me and Athen Anderson, you know, we will be here for the varsity game, so don't tune out just yet.
But some amazing camera work from Joseph Tennant and an
catching
amazing
all the
job
action.
By
you know,
Colin
one thing I hope, Athen, he caught that ref doing a little bit of extra work there. You know what I mean? I hope he got that on camera. That was fantastic.
I hope we see something like that in the varsity game, too.
That's right. Little razzle-dazzle from the referee.
Day.
Here comes Morgan in for the first time.
She's looking for a foul.
Complaining a bit about the foul.
Let's see if she got it, and I think she did.
She did. So Morgan coming on a little bit too late, I believe, for the Wildcats. Looks like they're going to call another timeout.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm the Wildcats here, I think about putting Alyssa Grady in, you know, that veteran leadership for this Wildcats offense. So here come the Wildcats stepping in.
Wildcats are going to inbound this ball here.
It's just 8 points here, Athen. That's 4 scores for the Wildcats.
I know there's only a minute and 49 seconds left, but this is a 7-point game, and I feel like really
7 points. Excuse me there. Konohana helping me out a bit there. But
yeah, I mean, be a Wildcats ball.
Wildcats ball here, but if we go off anything we've seen tonight, you don't expect to see the Wildcats score here.
If you're the Wildcats, you really do need to score here. You need to get a spark, and that's what they're trying to do. But this is a triple team on Katrina Morgan, and she can't keep it.
That's been the story of the game. Katrina Morgan started off hot in the first quarter. She was picking apart this Rams defense, but they've been able to slow her down. And once again, no pressure.
Really adjusted.
They sure have,
Morgan, and they have just been putting pressure after pressure there.
Yeah, that's been the story tonight. I mean, the Rams have been able to put a lot more pressure. We've seen sparks from this Wildcats defense where they've been able to put up pressure against this Rams offense, but it just hasn't been able to be consistent. I think that would have been the key to a win tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like number 3 is going to take a shot, and again can't.
And 3 unable to connect. She's 0 for 6 tonight on threes. And as much as that's not a great stat line, that just shows that the Wildcats have not been able to put enough pressure here.
But, man, that's just something you don't want to see, as the Rams are just going to pick apart that inbound play.
And, if 3 was able to connect on some of these threes, they would be up double their points right now, and the Wildcats would be out of this game.
Wildcats are still in it with a minute 7 left, but they really
they're a
need
bit off the hook,
But here we go. This might be what they need if they can keep it in bounds.
They're unable to. They turn it over. 14 should just slow down the field here.
And that's exactly what she's going to do. They're just going to slow down.
They're going to try to slow down this clock. They're taking a shot. Not sure that was the best idea for the Rams.
Yeah,
50 seconds.
If I'm the Rams, I just play the clock. I don't want to waste. I want to waste all the time I can if I'm the Rams.
That's right. And we've seen a lot of great play from Grace Clark, Nettie Bauman, and Alyssa Grady, Katrina Morgan. They've been able to connect here. Alyssa Grady more on defense, but Katrina Morgan doing it all for this Wildcats team. And both teams have been sloppy in week 1. Wildcats lucky that
that's going to be a foul, and that's just something you can't do.
And if they score here, that's going to put the nail in the coffin for this Wildcats team.
Yeah,
and,
if the Rams can score here, I think that might just be it.
Just been a little bit sloppy from this team, but that's what you expect to see week 1. It's definitely a learning opportunity.
Yeah, this is definitely a learning opportunity.
She's going to take this shot here. That's number 30. Haven't taken a free throw tonight, and that might be why. Hoping to put the nail in the coffin once again. That's not going to do it, though. Comes the last shot from number 30. Kneeling down.
And that is going to be good.
And yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I really think you come out of this week with a loss, but I feel like this is definitely a learning opportunity for the Wildcats.
And if I'm Bischoff and I'm Yoakum, I think we've got a lot of time to learn from this.
If you're the Rams here, you just play time, play the clock out, and that's exactly what it looks like they want to do. But really, they're going to take a shot.
Though. If I'm this Rams,
Wildcat
9 seconds left. But I think, you come off this
Rams
weekend.
ball.
It's a Monday night. There's a lot to learn from this, but, just been a little bit sloppy. This Wildcats coach, I think, you talk it over until the next game. There's definitely been some mistakes, but there's been bright spots for this Wildcats team.
And they want to look for one last shot.
14 looking to put the nail in the coffin.
That's going to end this game.
That's going to be game. That's going to be 19-11 Rams.
I know the Wildcats did lose tonight, but this is – you got to take this loss into consideration and think about the passing game, really. It just wasn't – it was there in the first quarter, and then it fell off in the second, and it just wasn't there for the third or fourth.
Yeah, and there's a lot of factors to this. I don't think you could just call it one-off. They played terrible, but, they've been able to put up some points. Morgan looked good. Grace Clark looked good out there. They were able to string together some plays, and I don't think you're too upset with this result if you're the Wildcats coach. I think there's a lot to learn from this. As well, they came off, this weekend. They're playing on a Monday night. They just got back into the school rotation.
Yeah, I think a good game overall, though, and we'd like to see them next week.
And we'll see you later for this varsity game. We'll be right back. Me and Athen. All right, so here we are. We're getting ready for the Rams varsity facing this Wildcats varsity. You know, earlier today we saw a great start by this Wildcats offense, Athen, by the JV team.
But they weren't able to come out with a win, losing 19-11.
Right.
And now we're going to see the varsity squads of these two coming out.
And, you know, I think it came down to the Wildcats just being sloppy. You know, it's been week one. They played over the weekend. But I think this varsity can go show them, you know, us veteran girls, like, we know what we're doing. We know how to come off a weekend. We know how to come off a break and go and punch you in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not just veterans. There
Right.
are some.
We do have some young players
really
on this
young
Wildcats
players on this
team.
team.
That's right.
A couple 10th graders, and there's a 9th grader.
You know, we have
Shipe.
Cameron Shipe, you know, a guard and a point guard for this Wildcats offense, you know, 5'6", 9th grader, you know. And she's ready to show them, like, even though I'm on varsity, you know, I'm ready to go, right? I'm ready to go against this team.
Yeah, and your Warren County head coach is going to be Abigail Gallagher. And your Strasburg head coach is going to be Kelly Stinnett.
And this is a bit more of an experienced Strasburg roster than we saw for JV, but they still got 3 freshmen out there playing for this Rams offense. We'll see if they get in or not, but that is a young team they have there.
Yeah, number 14, Caitlin Freeman, 12, Hadley DeMarco, and 10, Alexa Gorel, all freshmen.
And they have two
Strasburg
seniors
team
out here. Carmelie Woodson, 5'3" senior, and then we also have Addison Morgan, 5'9" senior. We'll see how much they get in out here today.
Yeah. And then for your Wildcats, there are an abundance of seniors and juniors.
So here we come with the lineups for the Wildcats. Go ahead and take a listen to this. And here we go with the Wildcats showing off.
We got number 2, Melissa Dingus. So there's your starting lineup for the Wildcats.
And we have some youngsters out here tonight for the Wildcats. We have 2 sophomores, 1 freshman, and then 2 seniors coming out here for the starting lineup. And here we're going to come with the national anthem.
And there was your national anthem.
And there we go with your national anthem. Wildcats hoping to compete with what JV was unable to do, which is continue their first quarter performance into the rest of the game.
And really, Joseph, if I'm the Wildcats, I want to focus on physicality and passing this game.
That's right, Ethan. I think a lot for JV was just not being able to find something in the final third, but you know, let's focus on this game right here and let's see what this varsity team can do.
Yeah, and then I will say it was a very unphysical game from the Wildcats. All right, the Wildcats here for tip-off.
All right, so we'll
and
see
this
what
game
this
is about to be
Wildcats
underway.
team can do. Got this young lineup for the Wildcats. And then out there for Strasburg, we have number 33, Hannah Marino. She's a junior. And then as well, we have number 20. That's going to be Emily Gorel. She's also in 11th grade.
And looks like Strasburg's going to recover.
Addison Morgan also out there for the Strasburg Rams. She's one of their seniors, as well as number 3, Jaden Stinnett, who's also a junior. So a very junior strong team here. They're going to take a shot early.
And they're not going to find it. And that's going to be Cameron Shipe, the freshman.
That did look a lot better than what number 3 was doing for the Rams for JV. And here comes Melissa Dingus, one of the freshmen for this Wildcats offense. Kenzie Bloomfeld looking for something.
And
here comes Sadie Rosner looking for anything. We have Cameron Shipe out there setting up a block for Melissa, looking for a pass.
And some good defense by the Strasburg.
That's unfortunate. She lost her balance a bit there on that pass. And so from both teams, we're seeing a lot of physicality and speed from both of these teams, and that's what we a bit of what we did not see from both teams early for the JV game. But this has looked good so far.
Physical game, fast-paced game.
And after what I think we can expect from this game is another dogfight defensively. I think these are more offenses that we're seeing, but I still think these defenses are going to dictate this game for sure.
Yeah.
Because if they can put a stop on this Rams defense, I believe this Wildcat offense can get it done. Here we go. The Rams are going to take a lead early. It's going to be 1-0 for the Strasburg Rams. 20 lines up for another shot. Now she's 2 for 2.
Hit it.
And that's Emily Gorel. That's her 5'6" junior guard. One of the many juniors starting for the Strasburg
to get something
Rams.
Set up.
She's going to hit Cameron Shipe, the freshman, looking for something.
Back to Melissa Dingus. And that's a nice play. Out, and that's a shot. And that shot's good.
That's the freshman Cameron
really
Shipe.
Good shot.
That's that freshman Cameron Shipe. She absolutely drills that 3. That's going to put the Wildcats up 3-2. And after a lot of what we've seen early has been Melissa Dingus and Cameron Shipe connected on a lot of these passes.
Yeah.
That's a big freshman duo.
And this is some good defense.
And that's a young duo they have.
But they are going to call a foul here.
I am seeing a lot of stifling defense. And then when Melissa and Cameron Shipe get on that ball, they are driving down that court.
Yeah.
So far, these junior veterans for the Rams got to step up and play better. They've scored, but those were 2 fouls.
A very defensive game from both teams, really, here.
Cameron Shipe drilling a 3 early. You love to see it. The freshman getting her first varsity start. Her first high school basketball game. Playing some good defense out there. That's Cameron Shipe. 33 finding a pass there. Number 3 thought about the 3, but not going to take it. The thing I think this Wildcat defense is doing good early is just stopping the Rams from getting a shot off. I think the Rams are.
This crowd is really loud tonight here.
And I think the Rams are dangerous when they can get a shot off.
There, looks like that's going to be a bad pass and some bad miscommunication, and it looks like the Wildcats are going to have the ball here.
Looks like Kenzie Bloomfeld, the senior, playing her final year of high school basketball, also plays soccer. Looking to, help out this young roster and kind of develop them right before she leaves. Calling out passes out there, directing the field, something you want to see from a veteran like her. That's Sadie Rosner, the other senior on the starting offense so far. And right on cue, Kenzie Bloomfeld drives down the paint and just not able to connect on that.
Looks like Melissa trying to make something happen.
And Sadie Rosner
on some good defense.
That's a fantastic block there from the senior.
Yeah, but it is going to be a Rams ball.
Excuse me, Sadie Rosner is a junior, excuse me. Here's Cameron Shipe trying to block the shot. We've seen Jaden Stinnett, the junior for the Rams, get a lot of the ball early. Her and number 33, Hannah Marina, both juniors. That's Addison Feldmeyer. Another freshman, young player on this team. Cameron Shipe's going to get it. She thought about the 3, drilled one earlier. Here comes Kenzie Bloomfeld. Melissa, unable to. Cameron Shipe, second 3.
And not quite.
Not connect. 2 shots early for Cameron Shipe out here. Looking good in her freshman debut.
And it looks like the Rams trying to get something going here, but this is some amazing defense by the Wildcats, and that's just something you can't see.
And that's number 5. That's Chelsea Stein, a guard.
And see, that's just amazing movement.
Excuse me, that was number 3. That is Jaden Stinnett, again, the junior. So these Rams using their older juniors to kind of help them lead this offense. Not a lot of young players starting for them. I think what we've seen early, though, from this defense, which is key to the Wildcats, is just not letting anyone get open and kind of stifling their pass offense.
Yeah, I feel like the movement we've seen is a little reminiscent of Stephen Mahomes.
That's right, just absolutely stuffing that and then going back on offense. A bit of Mahomey passes that we're seeing between, Melissa Dingus and Cameron Shipe. A bit of a young duo there, but looking good.
These are some amazing passes, and that shot's just not where you want it to be. But Sadie Rosner looking to make something happen. She's coming downfield, but it looks like she's going to slow it down.
Another one of the veterans on this team, Cameron Shipe. She's been open on that left side all night.
Looks like, and that three is good.
Kenzie Bloomfield just drilled the three.
That's an amazing shot. Looks like they called her foot on the line, so it's going to be a 2.
That's going to make it 4-4, but
never mind a 3.
That's 5-4. So Wildcats with the 3.
And some amazing defense from the Wildcats here.
I think so far what's worked for this Ram defense is just being able to drive down in the paint at them.
Yeah, definitely.
They've been able to string some better passes in the end, but it just seems like it's going to nothing.
And that's a good screen right there, but again, just amazing by the Wildcats.
I think the Wildcats,
it looks like she's going to draw a foul. Number 20, right. That is Emily Gorel.
We've seen a lot of Emily Gorel early. She's one of the juniors on this Rams starting offense. She's going to take, once again, a free throw. She put up 4 points early. She's put up a lot of points for this team, and she's going to do it again. She's going to drill this free throw. Hoping to give this Rams a tie right now. Hoping to tie it up at 5-5. Here she comes, Emily Gorel, the junior. She's going to take this shot, and she's going to drill it once again. 4 for 4.
And that's going to make this a 6-5 game.
And, that's, once again, just that veteran leadership that she has.
Yeah.
So far, more of an offensive game, but I think the Wildcats are playing some stifling, stuffing defense out there. Stuffing, just like Thanksgiving. Gotta love it.
And that
and
is
Melissa
some amazing
seems like she didn't know she lost the ball there. Walked away from it. And there we go. Kenzie Bloomfield rocks her way in there like a turkey running away from Obama.
Looking to make something happen here. Looks like she's going to kick it out. Back to Sadie Rosner. Into the corner, Mackenzie Bloomfield.
Thought about the shot, not going to take it. Addie Feldmeyer.
And she just can't connect on that shot. A good shot attempt, though.
Looked like a deer in headlights. Not sure if she wanted to shoot or not there.
And
Kenzie Bloomfield came in there and just stole the ball earlier and was able to set up that shot from Addison
number
Feldmeyer.
20, Emily Gorel, is back at the line.
And so far, she's 100% on her free throws. Let's see if she can continue this up. Hoping to go 5 for 5.
Been electric on her free throws.
She has been
tonight.
a bright spot for this Rams, and she's going to do it again.
That's
She's
just a
5 for
really
5.
good free throw.
Right now, one of the only scorers for this Rams offense. Her and Jaden Stinnett, both juniors, were able to connect and put up points early for this Rams team. Still losing to this Wildcats offense. There we go. Here comes Kenzie Bloomfield. Dingus. Moving around. Ball floats up like a hot air balloon. Number 20, Stinnett.
And that's
what we've seen so far tonight. Just a bright spot for this Rams offense.
Yeah, man. Emily Gorel has just been electric tonight.
Here comes Sadie Rosner, the junior. Floats it up. Sadie Rosner thinking about the shot. She's got Jayla Dean there, another senior for this Wildcats offense. Looking for something. Rams
that's going to be a foul. Melissa's going to get this.
Rams defense stuffed them there, but that's going to be a foul. Stuffed them like a turkey on Thanksgiving. Here comes Sadie Rosner. Crowd gets quiet. Here comes a shot. Silencio. And just some disrespectful fans there, yelling out while she takes a free throw. That's unfortunate. You don't like to see that from fans. I'd assume that's the Rams, classic.
classic crosstown rivalry that you just see every time.
You know, it gets chippy sometimes, but I think we could just have a great game. We don't need any of that. And once again,
Oh,
that happens.
man.
That is disrespectful from this Rams fans. Just not good sportsmanship there. Very disappointment showing. Again, it's a crosstown rivalry, but we need to be better than that. She finds, once again, Jaden Stinnett and Emily Gordon connecting on lots of passes tonight. That's 23, though. So Addison Morgan. And the bench gets a little livid
And
there.
it looks like they're going to call that as a foul.
Once again, Rams drawing fouls early, Athen.
Yeah.
So far, I don't think the Wildcats are too upset with their performance just yet. But again, they want to put more points on the board. I think they've missed out on a lot of opportunities here tonight. Fans continue to yell. Maybe a little bit of back and forth due to what the Rams fans were doing earlier when Sadie Rosner attempted her three-point. Here she comes, lining up straight like a Christmas tree on Christmas, hoping to make a shot here.
And
that's going to bounce around and not go in.
And looks like Melissa Dingus is going to be bringing the ball
Melissa
down the court.
Dingus, her sister, the sophomore, Kenzie Blumfeld, still out there. Kenzie Blumfeld driving in the paint like Bob Ross if he owned a car. Ref signaling to the side. Kenzie Blumfeld looking for a pass. Looking, scanning. She's got Michelle. Even Michelle doesn't have the height, but I'll tell you one thing. She can.
And
wow.
that's a really good shot.
That's the senior Jayla Dean. Absolutely drilled a shot there. She's looked good early. We also have Blodgett in for this Wildcats offense. Michelle. You know, Anthony, I'll tell you one thing about Michelle. She doesn't have the size, but she knows how to fight for that ball. She's quick, she's grabby, she can fight for that ball, and that's what you like to see from this
she is
Wildcats
physical on defense, and that's really what you want to see. That's just what you didn't see in the JV game, but they are bringing the physicality this game.
So far, Wildcats playing a bit of bully ball, but still down early. Just need 2 points to come back into it, though.
And it is their ball after some amazing defense.
Jayla Dean absolutely drilled it to make it a one-score game here. Michelle finds a great pass once again. Jayla driving. She's going to go out of bounds there. Just has to have better vision than that as a junior.
Yeah.
Wildcat crowd electric right now for this Wildcats defense, but the defense lets someone slip out.
No good.
Got a bit of a lucky break there from the Wildcats. And Sadie Rosner just absolutely cooks up that Rams defender like it's a Ram cooking dinner. Like she's cooking lamb for Thanksgiving.
And I'll tell you what, that was a really good move from Sadie Rosner.
And you know, here's an athlete. She plays soccer. She plays a lot of things, and she's fantastic when she steps on this court.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. She does an amazing job of just controlling this court. And man, the Rams just can't find anything here. That's going to end the quarter. Some amazing defense from the Wildcats.
Unfortunately, these Wildcats are down 8-10 early, but they have looked good. I think they've outplayed the Rams.
And you know, something that you didn't see out of the
And greetings, we are right back. So, Athen, if you're this Wildcats offense, what are you trying to tell your players?
Really, I'm just trying to tell them to just keep up the physicality, keep up the passing. And like I was trying to say before, the JV just didn't do a great job of passing, but the varsity has, and it's like a lot of reminiscent of Mahomes, really.
Yeah, and I think there's something to be said about those type of trick plays. You know, they've been able to find passes that maybe the Rams have not been covering as well as they would like to. I think the Rams offense has looked pretty good, but I think the Wildcats are doing a good job of stuffing them like a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I think.
really,
What do you think?
Honestly, I think the Rams have just been getting a couple of lucky shots here, and I really don't think they've...
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the score, right, it definitely, the Rams are winning, but it's come off a lot of free throws. Once again,
yeah, I think that
Emily,
is something that if I'm the coach of the Wildcats,
Yeah.
that's just something you want to tell them to cut back on is fouling close to the
that's
board.
right.
But
And, you know, late, that's going to cost them, but Emily Gorl has been 6 for 6 on her free throws. The Wildcats can stop getting fouls like that. She's been quiet on the court, just able to connect on these free throws pretty well.
yeah, she's been pretty electric on the free throws. But the Wildcats defense has been electric and made some amazing stops.
So far, Michelle's been terrifying this offense, able to really lock down a lot of their great players.
Yeah.
Here comes Sadie Rosner's played pretty well so far. Absolutely cooked up a Rams defender earlier like she was cooking lamb stuffing. Here comes Michelle.
That's
gonna be
Melissa
a
there.
traveler.
Looks like the sisters are in.
The sisters in together. That's a sophomore and junior duo, excuse me. You know, sisters, but they both have the type of physicality. They play physical on defense.
Yeah, I will tell you. That too is a monster duo on defense, but that's just something you can't have, a wide open passing lane, and they're going to take advantage of that.
And we've seen that earlier where the Rams have kind of leaked out on defense. Wildcats have to be able to stay active on defense and see when that happens. They've been able to let a couple Rams players leak out and let points happen.
Yeah, it looks
And
like.
it's been that and the fouls after so far today.
And that's, again, Melissa on some good defense there. And it's going to be a fight for the ball.
So far this second quarter,
it's gonna be the
Wildcats
Rams.
defense looking a little leaky recently, letting a little bit things come too free, leaking like a too juicy turkey on Thanksgiving.
I cut out the Thanksgiving. And it looks like Michelle's going to take them up the court.
But I believe the Wildcats offense has looked pretty hot, coming off a weekend, coming off their first day back from school after a week off. But they've looked pretty electric so far here tonight.
Yeah.
Michelle and Melissa connecting, MM Dingus connecting there.
And
That's a foul
Yeah,
on
that's
Sadie
just something you don't
Rosner.
want to see. That's really.
Sadie Rosner drawing a lot of fouls early here for this Wildcats offense. They're going to give that to the Rams. And for
Yeah, I'm really confused on what the call was.
I'm not
there.
sure whether maybe a miscommunication by the refs. I'm not sure what happened there. I believe it's going to be a timeout.
But it looks like it's going to be a timeout.
And if I'm this Rams defense, I think we've just got to shut down some of Wildcats' great players. I think a lot of players are connecting early, but there's a couple players who haven't showed up. And if they're able to lock up some of the Wildcats stars like they have some of the other players, they might be able to catch a pretty early lead here. They're up 8-12. We can't forget that they are winning this game so far.
Yeah.
I don't think the playing difference hasn't been insane, but I think still they are leading, and that's what's important.
And as we come back into play, the score is going to be 12-8 with the Wildcats trailing.
And we're coming back on December 2nd here. Wildcat country. Wildcats hoping to put 4 points on the board, hoping to tie it up here. Rams are going to receive the ball, though. Not sure why. Sadie Rosner was fouled previously. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
And they are going to call a foul. And that's going to be 2 shots for the Rams. Number 22 here, and that will be Kenley Arnold.
One of their younger players on this roster, but let's see if she could drill some free throws. Say, coaches, hey, I know I'm a young one on varsity, but hey, I can drill some free throws. See what she does here. There she goes.
First
straight
one.
through. It's a good sign from the young player. You know, Rams having a chat on the sideline there, maybe voicing a little bit of frustration between teammates here. She's gone 2 for 2. It's a great showing.
Yeah.
Those are some great shots. That's number 22, Kenley Arnold. She's a 5'6" sophomore out of Rams country. Here comes Kenzie
And that's just a
Bluefeld.
bad pass you don't want to see.
Able to fight for it back. Once again, the senior showing some physicality early. Able to rush to the ball. Here comes Melissa. Her and her sister looking strong early. Those handles are fantastic, but she's going to lose the ball there, but Sadie Rosner able to recover it.
And if I'm the Wildcats, I feel like you need to look at the corner as Dean is just sitting there.
That's right. And early, the Wildcats did attack the corners and were able to drive up to the paint and score, but just haven't been a little bit stale on offense recently. Jayla Dean voicing for the ball, like you mentioned.
And
they need to attack these corners. You saw Jayla Dean up there voicing for the ball, like you mentioned. Rams looking even better than they did in the first quarter here.
And just not able to connect on that three.
And a fantastic pass there to Kennedy Arnold. And that's not what you want to see.
Rebounded by the Rams.
Rebounded by the Rams, though, and just way wide.
And that is, I don't know what number
there by the
20
fan.
Emily Goro was seeing, but
Emily Girl.
that's just not the vision you want to have
That's
there.
right. She scored a lot of free throws early, but hasn't been able to really show up on the court too much. Drew some fouls, but that's about it we've seen from her.
Yeah.
8-14 here. Wildcats have not scored in the second quarter yet.
No, they have not, but they are looking to.
Jayla Dean, once again, voicing for the ball in that quarter. They need to find her. Sadie Rosner just not looking. They're just not looking at her right now.
And again, there she is, but yeah, I really feel like she's just wide open, and you just got to hit that corner ball.
And if I'm the coach, if I'm Jayla Dean, I go over that after a timeout, after the end of the quarter. I go over there and I voice the fact that I am open on these corners. And earlier in the game, we did see her drill a three.
Yeah.
And
I really think that you do need to hit her in the corner.
Yeah, and here she is again. Here
an
she is
electric
again,
player.
voicing for the ball. Melissa just...
And that's
going
to be two
Jayla
shots
Dean's getting
for
a bit
Melissa
frustrated.
Dingus.
She did drill a three earlier in this game. She cut the lead to 4, but now it's a 6-point lead for these Rams. Just 3 scores, but Melissa did get the foul here. Let's see if this sophomore here, Melissa Ding, is able to drill some free throws here.
Yeah, but Jayla Dean really is voicing her opinions to the sidelines, as I think she does want this 3-ball.
And I think that's the right choice. The coaches should definitely voice it. Melissa here drained it 1 for 1. Hoping to step up here. 2 for 2. She's saying, hey, sister, I know you're older than me, but hey, I'm out here scoring points. And they are a dangerous duo when they're on the court together.
And they are giving some half-court pressure, and it does seem like...
That worked early for this Wildcats defense.
And some good defense there, and the Wildcats are going to get the ball back.
And who is that? Melissa Ding has once again been pretty good in her sophomore debut for this varsity basketball team. Here comes Jayla Dean.
If I'm not mistaken, she did play last year.
That's correct. Her sophomore debut. Here comes Jayla Dean. Was open in the corners. Calling for the ball again. She's done that a lot this game, but she did score some.
And that's a great look, but you got to hold on to that. But that is a foul. That is...
Jayla Dean has looked creative for this offense so far. Looked like a bright spot. Wasn't in the starting lineup, but has looked well early.
Mackenzie Bloomfield here to shoot some free throws.
Once again, the senior. She's been physical on defense, but hasn't really showed up in the final third inside the paint for this Wildcats offense.
And that's just something you got to hit.
Unfortunate for the senior. And that's the Rams making a substitution. They're going to put on Avery Hart for number 23, Addison Morgan. Addison Morgan, the senior, coming on for Avery Hunt. She's a junior.
And Melissa Ding is going to get the ball back. She's going to try to make something happen. She can't. But that is going to be a foul. 2 more shots for the Wildcats to redeem themselves.
Here comes Melissa, 2 for 2 on her free throws early. So
Melissa Ding is looking to hit
Jayla Dean, this veteran leadership, she's been able to talk to her coaches a lot and voice her opinions on how this offense has been able to play. Melissa Dingus,
she can't make her first one, but
2 for 3, hitting on 66% of her free throws currently. Here she goes. Got to brush it off and hit this next one. And that's unfortunate. She's 2 for 4.
4 missed free throws in a row from the Wildcats.
That was a good chance to cut that lead to 2 scores after. And that's not something you want to see early from the sophomore.
And Strasburg looking to make something happen, but really they just can't find anything.
And you know, here's a
and some good defense. And the Wildcats looking to come up with the ball.
You know, here's a defense that really knows how to impose their will on a team. Here comes
something a little reminiscent of Mahomes.
That's right.
And the shot.
A little
not good,
wire.
and it's going to be batted out by the Wildcats.
And you know, here's a girl who's taken 2 early shots so far, and she's not been able to connect on either one, but I think she should keep trying. She's had those open spots.
Yeah.
Passes it back here. And I don't know. They've got a lot of open spots here.
And some good defense.
And Ethan, I think the thing is, this Wildcats defense is okay with the Rams passing it around in their area because the Wildcats have been able to stifle it up and not let anything happen.
And that's a good block here from Addie Feltmeyer.
Like I said, that's a sophomore there, and this defense has just been comfortable with the Rams passing it around in their area because so far they've done a good job of stopping this electric offense from the Strasburg Rams.
Yeah, a lot of young players on this Warren County team.
They let up a break there. They were wide open for that 3. Here comes Melissa Dingus. Sadie Rosner looking for something. Jayla Dean in that corner. Coach forcing her frustrations once again.
But she's going to get the rebound here. Going to kick it out to Mackenzie Bloomfield.
Kenny Bloomfield thought about the shot.
And that's a good drive, but she just can't connect on it.
Once again, in this second quarter, Wildcats offense just not able to connect. Their defense hasn't let up any points.
I don't know.
And I don't know about this Rams offense right now.
And that's just something again.
There we go.
That's something out of a lot of points that we've seen from this Rams offense. That's something that's happened a lot. It's just wide open shots from miscommunication down in the paint.
That's right. And we've seen a lot of players just leak out of that backfield and be able to shoot an easy layup there. And that's the first points the Rams have scored in their second quarter. Wildcats 10-16 right now. Just a 2-score game if they're able to connect on some threes here.
Yeah.
That's going to be Chelsea Stein coming on for this Rams offense. And number 22, Kennedy Arnold, coming off. She scored some points. That's a sophomore. She scored some free throws early in the game. But that's Chelsea Stein as well, another sophomore, 5'3".
That's a good pass right there, and she's going to try to drive, but she just can't get it.
Chelsea Stein gets that rebound, looking for something.
And that's a really good steal by Sadie Rosner. She's looking to take it.
Sadie Rosner stole that like she was an evil elf stealing toys from Santa. That was a fantastic find. Kennedy Bloomfield and just can't.
That's something you'd see out of a Christmas movie.
Me and Anthony Anderson trying to get into the Christmas spirit a bit here on December 2nd. Getting a bit cold
Christmas
outside.
coming out.
That's right. Getting a bit cold outside.
And the Wildcats are going to get possession here coming around near Christmas.
You know, it's also a bit cold around here for this game. This Rams offense so far only scored 2 points so far in the second quarter. Both teams a bit cold on offense like it's winter. Comes Sadie Rosner cooking up this Rams defense so far. Cooking up, and there we go. Sadie Rosner made her look a little bit strange there, and I don't know. Just not good handles there.
Yeah, you just can't lose that ball there in that tight situation. But Sadie Rosner looking a little bit physical on number 20.
And number 20 there, Emily Girl looks exhausted from the type of defense Sadie Rosner's been playing. Just been all over her so far. Emily Girl only able to connect 6 for 6 on her free throws.
Do we have another one of those?
So here we go. The Rams trying to find a pass here. And going deep there. And just trying to create something here. That's number 20. Once again, Emily Goro.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that shot is airballed. And that's a good block by Addie Feltmeyer. this game's very close. 56 seconds left until we
Yeah, that's
have
right.
your halftime.
Game not out of reach here for the Wildcats at all.
No, this is a very close game. And 20 has just been a star player, and it looks like she's getting double
That's
teamed.
a fantastic pass there. Got double team, but still able to connect with her teammate there. That's number 33, Hannah Marina.
Gonna try to check it down here, and oh!
And ooh! Jayla
little
Dean laying
physical
out
by
the
Jayla
boom there.
Dean.
She could be a little frustrated. Hasn't been able to been
Something a
fine.
little reminiscent of the Legion of Boom back in the
That's
10s.
right. And she's not been able to find. She's not been able to be found in the corner. She's been open, but just voicing her frustrations with how she has not been hit. She drilled a 3 in the first quarter, but
And it looks
hasn't
like
scored recently.
Looks like a
That's going to be a timeout.
timeout is called.
Fans supporting this offense, you know, this Wildcat spirit's real.
Yeah, I know maybe you don't want to see that hit as a coach, but I love the aggression there.
That's what the JV team was lacking, was a little bit of physicality. You don't want to let up fouls, but that's a good physicality from Jayla Dean.
Yeah, I mean, just put the mindset in the other team
That's right.
that
Jayla
this
Dean
isn't a
showing
team
some of that
to be
Wildcat
messed
pride.
around
Don't
with.
mess with me. Anyways, we're about to head back into the final 31 seconds, 10-16 for this Rams offense.
What?
30 seconds, 30
And some good defense by the Wildcats.
Jayla Dean showing that physicality.
And there you go.
You know what that
28
reminds me
seconds
of?
left here.
Cooper DeJean and Derrick Henry just being physical. Here comes Jayla Dean looking for something. Hits Addison Feldmeyer, the sophomore. She fought for that, but what
And there you go. That's going to be 2 free throws for Addie Feldmeyer, the sophomore.
we've seen her fighting. We've seen her fighting in the paint recently. Addison Feldmeyer being physical in the paint so far as a sophomore.
Yeah. Just what you like to see, physicality. First one, no good. Try to put this to a 5-point game.
Here's Addison Feldmeyer hoping to drain this free throw.
And just, that's something that the Wildcats have been lacking is the free throws.
Let's see who the refs give this to.
And they're going to give it to Strasburg.
I don't know.
That's a really
That's a toss-up.
toss-up call, but
And wow, Chelsea Stein with the
and she just can't hold on
just
to
not
it.
great handles there. And
And she's going to shoot that.
and that's nowhere near, but we see the
3 seconds left. If you're Sadie, you got to put up a shot
Shady's gotta
here.
throw it up there.
And she is, and she's not going to be able to come down.
And we'll be right back. That is half, Athens. So if you're the coaches, what are you saying for this Wildcats team?
I mean, I'm loving the aggression. I'm loving the physicality. I'm loving the passing. But really, you just got to, connect on some of those shots.
Yeah, and if I'm this Rams team as they head off, as they go into the locker room, I think they should just be talking about, trying to connect better on offense. As much as they are leading 16-10, I think the issue for them has just been a lot of lucky points, a lot of free throws. They've done well, though, leaking out of the backfield and being able to find that layup.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our halftime report
we'll be
here.
back
and
for the
we'll be back for the second half here in a moment. That's going to conclude halftime.
So me and Athen Anderson
Gosh.
back here. You know, Strasburg Rams came out a bit early to get back to warm-ups, maybe a bit focused on the fundamentals. Wildcats came out, had a talk, and they're ready to get back at it.
Yeah, I didn't really see a warm-up from the Wildcats, so let's see how that worked out for them.
Hoping they come out hot here because that could cost them. We're looking like it's going to be the same lineup that they started with here for the Wildcats offense.
Yeah, we're going back to the original lineup, and let's see how
And I think that's
this
the
works.
right choice for them. I think Melissa Dingus has looked aggressive on defense, and she's been able to hit on these counterattacks. The one player I'd like to see out more would be Jayla Dean. She drilled a 3 in the first quarter, but just hasn't been targeted recently. Ball's going to go to Sadie Rosner here. Melissa flips it back to her. Sadie's done pretty well tonight, I think. She's cooked up a couple Rams defenders, look good with her handles.
Yeah, a couple good screens here, actually. But
Looks like the Wildcats coming out hot here.
looks like they're running a couple reverse options.
Scanning the field, running screens all over the field. I wonder if this was part of their game plan. Cheerleaders out there cheering them on. It was Kenzie Bloomfeld. Jolly to be out there. Melissa turns it around.
Yeah, that's just not the
And
shot.
that's
you
the
wanna
second
take
time
there.
she's tried that shot tonight. I don't think it's worked out very well for her.
Yeah, no, it's just not the shot you want to take most of the time.
Comes 22 for them. Kennedy Arnold has done well early. So Wildcats able to recover it there. Once again, defense been stuffing them pretty well.
Yeah.
Not as good as my mom's stuffing, but go. Stop, dude.
And this Rams offense looking to make something happen here, but some good defense by.
Wildcats
And that's some
keep
good
it up.
defense, and that's a fast break, and you got to
She
make
was-
this here.
She was not out of bounds.
And you can't miss that. That was a little reminiscent of LeBron.
And that's Sadie Rosner there. She's a veteran on this team. She has to do better there. Good
It
handles
looks
by
she's
Carmen
a little
Shouty.
hurt
Sadie Rosner.
with the little limp. We'll see what that is.
So once again, Wildcats defense playing aggressive. Handing it off. Good screen. Set up the 3 there, but just not it. That was a good play by Sadie Rosner earlier. She just has to connect on that layup. Reminiscent of LeBron a bit.
Looks like they're kicking up, and Mackenzie Bloomfield wants a shot, doesn't take it.
This offense for the Wildcats
Pass it
has
down.
looked fresh coming out of halftime, Athens.
Yeah, I will say this does look like a better showing, and that's
And Melissa has struggled early. She's
Yeah.
gotten into the paint well, like an eel covered in Vaseline, but when it comes to the shot, she just hasn't been able to connect.
yeah, the shots just haven't been consistent like what you would want. But I think we do have some free throws here to take for Addie Feltmeyer.
Looks like Sadie Rosner's
But,
looking for a sub
timeout.
here. I think the Wildcats have looked good coming out of halftime, looking dangerous, but still just missing that elusive point there.
Yeah.
12-16, up by 4 is Rams team. Rams looking stale coming out of half, Athens. You know, they did the extra 2 minutes of warm-up, but still it just looked stale. Haven't looked creative on offense, handing it off to each other, and not the greatest screens that I've seen from them.
Yeah. There just really hasn't been as much offense for these Rams players as you would like to see if
That's
you're a
right.
Rams fan. But this Warren County offense has been pretty electric. Just, I think, 2 or 3 misses here from
That's
Melissa
right.
Dingus that you just got to get on
Yeah.
point. But amazing job driving down into the
That's
paint,
right.
getting your passes off, setting screens. Amazing
They've been
job.
setting up some great screens. I wonder, Athens, if in the locker room they talked about that as part of their game plan. It seems like they set up a good offensive game plan.
Yeah, they've been running a lot with a lot of screens and just trying to make stuff open. And, I mean, you can tell it's been working as the
That's right.
Rams defenders have been getting tired and they just can't keep up with the
The only
Wildcat
thing I wonder is
offense.
can this Wildcat defense keep up with their offense? I believe their offense will crack the code with this Rams defense and be able to string some points up. But I feel like their defense needs to keep the game plan up. They've been good in the first and second quarter, but they need to keep it up to continue this good streak.
Yeah.
Because their offense can carry them to some good points. And if they can shut out this Rams offense, they will look good. Here comes Addison Feldmeyer.
And that first one's going to be drilled.
1 for 3 on her free throws, the freshman.
And the second one, no good. But
The rebound
Mackenzie
recovered by Kenzie
Bloomfield, but she
Bloomfield.
can't get it.
That's been a bit of a story for this offense, though, in the first and second quarter. Just been in a good position, can't finish it. Here comes the Rams offense, though. 23 here.
I will say this has been amazing rebounding by the Warren County offense.
It's a good boy, I think. I agree with that. And fantastic defense there. That's the freshman Melissa Dingish. She has looked fantastic in the start to her sophomore season.
Rams going to inbound the ball here.
Melissa looking like a veteran out there for the Wildcats. So here, it looks like it's going to be the Rams' ball here. Going to look for a pass here. She's going to find it. That was the key, I think, to the Rams scoring early, was these players leaking out of their coverage and being able to find them and pick apart the Wildcat defense. Wildcat defense tends to stick with the Rams players, but the Rams players tend to walk away and been able to leak off and peel off. So once again, I'm getting deja vu, but once again, and that's 3.
And she can't connect.
is
Addie
not good
Feldmeyer
for
pass
3.
to Mackenzie Bloomfield.
They're going to look to counter.
Looks like Mackenzie's going to bring it up the field.
Sadie Rosner looked like she was limping earlier, but she looks fine.
And that's a good screen.
And she needs to take that shot there.
Yeah, I really think if you get that shot off early, you have a really good chance of making that. They're going to call a travel
And I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
I'm not sure about that call. Cameron Shipe has looked good in her freshman debut for this varsity women's basketball team.
Yeah, I really don't think that call is the right one to make there. I really think that that's not a travel.
If I'm this Wildcats coach, though, Abigail Gallagher.
And that's going to be a foul.
They've had some, fouls and stuff like that. Definitely some, mental mistakes, but they have looked good in their debut, I think. I think there's a lot of things to be excited about.
That's going to be an and one for the Strasburg team. And that is number 20, Emily Gorell.
Scored a lot of free throws early. Put up almost 6 points in the first quarter.
She's been electric this game.
And once again,
she's going to nail that.
She is for 9 for 10 for free throws.
Yeah.
Scored 9 points for this team.
More than 9, actually.
That's right. Once again, here it goes.
And there she is again, but she just can't get it. She's trying to get the rebound. And that is going to be a foul on
JD
the
Stinnett
Warren
and
County
Emily Gorell have
Wildcats.
definitely been both juniors, remember you, but they've been electric for this Wildcats offense. Excuse me, Rams offense.
And going to lob it up to number 22. Over to number 3. Back to number 22 for the shot.
He goes for the 3 there.
And that's good. Number 22, Kenley Arnold on a 3-pointer.
That's the sophomore. We saw her early in the second quarter, but just hasn't shown up recently. But she drilled that 3 right there at the end. They're up 22-13. Wildcats offense looked good before the timeout, but they have been slow since then. And I think it's crunch time for them, Anthony. Don't you agree?
And let's see what the call is. Never mind, it is going to be a timeout called by the Warren County Wildcats.
It's getting to the point where this Wildcats offense needs to start scoring some points, I believe.
Yeah.
And if I'm the coach, that's what I'm talking about right now. They've scored on they've scored 3 points so far in this second half. So they look good early. Their offense looked good early, and in the start of both halves, but they just have been flat since then.
Yeah, really, neither team has been able to really get it going, but a lot of free throws here in the second half.
A lot of free throws, that's right. And in the first quarter.
But the Wildcats are going to come out with the ball here.
Wildcats hoping to strings to get.
Yeah, I think they
together some passes here.
Probably drew up a little play here. And let's see what it looks like. And that is a wide open shot. And she just can't get it. But that's an amazingly drawn up play.
That's right. And
but number
20 earlier, we gotta remember
never mind. Number 3 for the shot. And that is good from Jaden Stinnett. A player that we saw earlier in this game, but haven't really seen recently. But she's going to redeem herself.
She finds Addison. Been a bit of a weak chain for this team so far. Jayla Dean, though.
And that's a good drive, but you got to finish that. But amazing drive by Jayla Dean and a little bit of a trip.
Tripped up there by number 33, playing a little dirty. Hasn't done anything all game, so I'm not surprised. That's Hannah Marino.
And they're going to call the foul. 2 shots for number 20, Emily Goral.
Jayla Dean, been a bit frustrated this game.
Emily Goral has gotten lots of free throws this game, and it doesn't look like that streak's ending anytime soon.
That's right, Athen.
Amazing job of drawing those fouls,
almost 12
getting those free throws,
so far combined in this game.
She's been hitting them, every single one, and there it is again.
She's probably been their best player so far.
Yeah, I would say. She's definitely the MVP of their team.
Yeah. Wildcats have a lot of things to be excited about on offense, though. Cameron Shipe looked good as a freshman.
And again, she is just perfect from the free throw line.
It's Kennedy Arnold. Excuse me, that's Emily Goral. And that's not the last we're going to see of her. We're going to see her later this season and next year. She is only a junior, Athen.
But this Wildcat offense looks electric, and they're going to put a shot up from the corner, and that 3 is good, Melissa.
And that is the sophomore dingus. She absolutely drilled that.
Yeah. That's a really good shot to take there. That's a really good play.
She looked like senior out there for that Wildcat offense.
I'm not quite sure who that was on the assist.
String together some fantastic passes. That was Addison Feldmeyer in the assist.
And they're going to kick it out, and the 3 is no good. Air ball.
So that was sophomore to sophomore in the assist. And Cameron Shipe here finds a pass. That's Sadie Rosner. She's going to hit Melissa. Jayla Dean in the corner.
Jayla Dean for 3. It's good.
And Afton, they've been looking for Jayla Dean in that corner all game.
Yeah, and there she is. And she shows that give me the ball some more.
Give me the rock, I'll score. That's right.
And just like that, the Wildcats have brought themselves back into this
Wildcats within scoring distance. It's
an 8-point game
right here, Afton.
That's only 3 scores.
4 scores.
3 pointers.
That's right.
So, yeah, I mean,
Jayla Dean just saying, hey, give me the ball. I'll score. You know, a senior for this Wildcat offense. I think she deserves the ball here. She's looked good. So Strasburg looked really good early in the quarter 3, but so far, offense been a little bit stale. Wildcats playing aggressive. Conservative, not jumping on anything. That's a pretty good screen there. Double team, though.
And that's a good
shot by Emily Goral. Seems like she's been a bit of a free throw merchant recently. Hasn't really scored any points on the real court. Draw some fouls, though, I'll tell you what. But so far, airball.
Emily Goral's been playing amazingly, and so has a different Wildcat player, and that's Melissa Dingus. Amazing defense, but here's Sadie Rosner, who's had a pretty good game.
Blazes down the court, looks for a pass. Addison Feldmeyer.
And back to
Jayla
Dean.
And once again, this Rams defense has let Jayla Dean pick them apart all day. She's been wide open.
Yeah, amazing movement by Jayla Dean, getting wide open in the corner.
And that's that veteran experience. She's a 4-year basketball player. She knows what she's doing out there. Hey, give me the rock. I'm open.
And that's a good move by Cameron Shipe.
She hits a spin around, finds an open pass, and guess who
that is? And Melissa open in the corner. And she nails the 3.
Boom! Melissa Dingus absolutely drills that. Fans are hype.
That's a really good shot.
You know, you give Melissa the ball.
At this point, it's just a 5-point game.
That's right.
Almost going into the 4th quarter here.
You hit Melissa on that ball. Boom! She's scoring there. I'll tell you one thing. Reminds me of Mahomes. You give him the rock, he's going to score. So Wildcats versus Rams. You know, early in this quarter 3, we were thinking, oh, like this game's starting to get away from the Wildcats, but they've stepped it up, Athlete.
Yeah, I mean, at one point it was a 13 to 25 point game, and I really thought that the Wildcats were kind of slipping away, but man, This offense has been electric. This defense has
right.
been physical, and it's just been an amazing game
they
from the
made some
Wildcats.
adjustments at the timeout, and it's looked good. It
Yeah,
looked good.
it's looked really good.
Playing aggressive on defense, able to hit them multiple times. Jayla Dean, wiggling herself away in that corner like an eel. It's been absolutely wide open. And Melissa Ding is looking like a veteran out there.
Yeah, an amazing job. That's, I think, her second 3 of the night.
Drilled some threes tonight.
Now,
so it's going to be the Rams ball after the timeout.
Looks like some half-court press from...
Nothing open. Kenny receives it. Not sure what the sound was there.
Looking to drop down the field.
She's going to go out of bounds there, I think, on the Rams.
And let's see what the foul was.
I don't know,
Jim.
Yeah, it looked like it was a foul on the Wildcats. It's going to be a free throw here. Emily Gurl.
Push over, foul.
Emily Gurl scored some free throws early. Let's see if her teammate here, Hadley DeMarco, let's see if she can emulate what her teammates does. And not yet.
First free throw, not it. Let's see if she can hit the second one.
Hoping to drill this one to
go
go 1
free
for
throw,
2.
and she can't hit it.
And that's something
Addie
the Rams
Feldmeyer
can't
trying to
afford
grab
here.
this. And that is going to be the Wildcats' ball.
That's right. Wildcats are starting to catch up here. That's something the Rams could not afford.
Yeah, this has been an amazing quarter for the Wildcats.
Offense has looked electric so far. Been able to find wide open players in the corner. And we thought that was the key going into the second quarter, was finding open players.
And Melissa coming around the back
right.
again. They're not going to hit her this time. And that's going to be a foul. And it's going to be the Wildcats'
so
ball.
Rams continue to slip
Jayla
up here.
Dean.
Missed some free throws and now allowing fouls. They're starting to slip away here. Just a 5-point game here. Jayla Dean looking for something open.
Melissa.
Rams being stingy on defense. Looking at Michelle. She finds Sadie Rosner.
And Sadie
in the corner,
Rosner
and that's
for the shot.
unfortunate.
No good.
Jayla Dean
this
connects
shot's
the
gonna be
rebound,
blocked.
but that's a great block again by Emily Goro. Has been absolutely electric in this game.
But that's some good defense from Sadie Rosner.
Staying aggressive. They're going to
call a foul. And this
That's
is
good aggression, though. That's what we need to see from this Wildcat defense.
This is going to be 2 free throws for...
Once again, Emily Goro. Let's see if she can continue on her hot streak when it comes to free throws. Put up a lot of points tonight for the Rams.
Yeah, she's been electric from the line tonight.
Hoping to extend this lead for the Rams.
And again,
it's going to become 27-21. They're up by 6 points currently.
can she hit her second one? So far, she's been perfect.
This will make it 28-21, a 7-point game. Wildcats still within striking distance.
And it doesn't look like she misses, as this becomes an 8-point game with 40 seconds left in the third
Because Melissa
quarter.
driving down the field. Her sister's on the field. Number 1, Michelle Dingus, the junior, looking around. And just not a great pass there.
Addie Feldmeyer cannot get it.
And 22 says, no, hey, that's my ball. That's Kennedy Arnold for the Rams.
And it looks like Emily Gore trying to make something happen here.
Not been great on the court, but she's hit
But
on the
Melissa
free throws.
Dingus, some good defense.
And
Sadie Rosner looking to make something
she can
happen
pass
here.
it here. Melissa Dingus is open.
But no.
And that's been the issue tonight. A lot of the veterans not playing up to what their standards should be. Should be an example for the younger players, but right there, once again, Sadie Rosner loses it.
And this is going to be a Wildcat ball.
So Wildcat ball here.
And Melissa
Dingus,
for 3, and she just can't quite.
no good
get it.
there.
And that's going to be a Rams ball.
Once again, Melissa Dingus in that corner right there. They've been able to find her tonight. So that's Rams ball. That's going to
Emily
be
Gore
Hadley
gonna get it here.
DeMarco finding Kennedy Arnold.
And that's Addie Feldmeyer.
Emily Gore not looking great.
And a shot.
Melissa,
And
that was
she can't
close.
quite
She's
get
been
it.
great tonight. If I'm the Wildcats, I'm pretty happy with our third quarter performance. I think the coaches just need to tell them to emulate what they did early in the quarter 3.
Yeah, an amazing job by the Warren County defense, only letting up 3 points.
The game was starting to pull away early in the quarter 3, but it's looked good recently.
All right, we'll be right back with you for the fourth quarter. Looks like our fourth quarter is coming up right now.
So as we enter into the fourth quarter here, Rams hoping to maintain their lead. Wildcats hoping to do what they did in the quarter 3, which was impose their will on this Rams defense, seriously.
Yeah, and this Wildcats team is not out yet.
Yeah, I mean, you could have counted them out in the beginning of quarter 3, but they drew it to a 7-point game here. We're down 13-26, but starting to catch up on this Rams team.
Yeah, we saw them put up an amazing quarter of basketball.
And I think the key for this Wildcats is that they've had a veteran step up, but then they have young players like Melissa Dingus really stepping up.
Yeah,
Cameron
this is just
Shipe
an
stepping
all-around balanced team.
And I
with
think
freshmen,
loss or
sophomores.
not, they've have to be excited about how their team has looked tonight.
Yeah. Sadie Rosner here looking to make something happen, and
Jayla Dean unable
her
to
and
handle
Jayla
it.
Dean just cannot connect there for the pass.
Grabbing the ball here. It's going to be a Rams ball here. Number 3. Then we have 23, Cameron Shipe hoping to make something happen. And Sadie Rosner.
And they're going to call a foul.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that was a foul, but they're going to give it to the Rams.
Yep, and this is going to be the Rams ball. And let's see what they can do with it.
Looking for a pass here. Emily Goro.
And number
They just drained it.
23.
All right, it's 30-21. Wildcats, 3 scores.
They're going to hit
is all they
Mackenzie
need.
Bloomfield, who's going to
Mackenzie
kick it
Bloomfield,
back
the
out to
senior.
Jayla Dean.
Passing well here, and I'm not sure about that
And
pass.
Mackenzie Bloomfield gets a nice,
And there we
that's
go.
a good pass.
Sadie Rosner wide
Coming
open.
back
Cameron
in.
Shipe, the freshman.
Back out.
Not a great pass there.
I'm looking to make something happen here.
And Athen, I'm not sure what happened there. Mackenzie Bloomfield went flying.
And that shot is good by Jayla Dean.
And that's what we see.
She's been electric from
all
the line.
All night, Jayla Dean has been throwing shots up there and saying, hey, give me the ball. I'm going to score. And she's done that all game.
That's
gonna make
exactly
it
what she
24 to
done.
30.
That's an amazing shot.
She pulls them within 2 scores.
I feel like every time you see Jayla Dean out at the three-point line, you got to give her the ball.
If you see her open like that, I'm saying, if I'm the coach, I'm saying, hey, you see her, hit her.
And right there, Mackenzie
Mackenzie
Bloomfield looking
Bloomfield
for her on, but can't
Yes,
quite
it's not
connect on
Jayla
that
Dean out
three.
there, but it was a good attempt by her. Jayla Dean, the senior, stepping up.
A little Mahomey pass.
And a Mahomey shot there.
Yeah, it's not a Mahomes. We got Sadie Rosner.
A little bit of Kansas City and Warren County. Here's Jayla Dean, always dangerous. Gonna hit Cameron Shipe looking for the pass, but 3 all over that. That's Jaden Stinnett for the Rams.
Looking for anything here, but they can't find anything. Back and forth.
Jaden Stinnett looking like
Sadie
the only one who can
Rosner.
cover Jayla Dean tonight. Don't you think, Ethan?
And that's going to be a screen. She's going to take that shot and almost.
Ooh, Ethan, that was close, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. That was a close shot. And it looks like Jayla Dean is going to be the only one back right now.
Jaden Stinnett hits over there.
And you know, in a close game like this, I feel like we just got to get some good defense going.
The key is the Wildcat offense need to continue playing how they're playing, but the defense has to keep up and shut out this Rams defense. This Rams offense.
Looks like they want to
excuse
get
me.
Melissa Dingus.
There's
and
5
Addie
minutes left, and if this
Feldmeyer
Rams
back in
offense
this game.
continues to score, it's going to start to
And
pull
this
away.
this is an 8-point game. But I feel like 5 minutes 43 left on the clock. You still have a really good chance to win this.
And I
game.
think the key will be the defense has to shut them out here. I think if the
yeah,
Rams
you're going to
score
get
late,
two of their best defensive players
That's
back
right.
in the game.
if the Rams
let's
start
see
to
what they
pull
can
away
do.
here, it's going to be ugly. So
looking to
the Rams
redeem their
coach
JV.
here, Kelly Stinnett, mother of Jaden Stinnett, coaching up her team from the sideline. Rams communicating, finds a pass. Gonna hit Jaden Stinnett, coach's daughter. That's why she's been in the whole game.
And it looks like number 20.
And again, credit to
Emily
Joseph
Gorel.
Tennant here with absolutely amazing camera work, keeping this game exciting for our viewers. Me and Athen Anderson doing the commentating with Wildcats Live.
Emily Gorel looking for something here.
We've had a pretty exciting game out here tonight, Athen.
Stinnett. And they are going to call.
A little bit of a high-scoring game.
Yeah, an amazing job by both offenses, but I feel like an even better job by both defenses.
And the Wildcats have stayed in this game. It seems like they've outplayed the Rams. It's just been a lot of unfortunate and silly mistakes from this young Wildcat team. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores starting for them.
Yeah, but I feel like no matter what the outcome of this game, this is a big learning experience.
And there's
you have
a
a lot
lot-
of young
that's right.
players.
There's a lot of positives to look at as the Wildcats coach here.
Yeah, a lot to take away from this game, win or loss.
Early week one coming off a weekend, but I think they've looked pretty good, Athen.
I think Mahomes would be proud.
That's right. Wildcats hoping to create some history this year. You know, they worked their tail off this offseason, hoping to start this week one with a win, but they're going to need 8 points right now, Athen. It's been an 8-point game for about this whole quarter.
Yeah, this Wildcat team has just been in the gym, been in the weight room in the entire offseason, and they're looking to capitalize on everything that they've done over the offseason.
That's right. You know, hard work pays off, and we're seeing with how the Wildcats have stayed into this game. You know, a lot of fans out here tonight. We've got a lot of Wildcat basketball players. They play on Friday against Strasburg, you know, hoping to shock the world and start week one with a win, Athen.
Yeah.
Rams ready to step out here, hoping to just extend their lead here and put the final nail in the coffin.
Looking to make something happen, and
Not a lot giving there. Tries to set up a screen, but Melissa Dingus all over it. Offense and defense.
Melissa
she's been
Dingus has
electric.
been amazing this game.
A little bit of
And,
grace.
oh, that's a little bit of a...
And that was Emily Gorel looking for another foul, because that's all she's done all game is score free throws, but not happening there.
Yeah, just looking for free throws, you know.
Here comes Kenzie. She thought about the shot. She's going to hit Jayla Dean in the corner. Jayla Dean's been
Jayla
creeping in
Dean
that
for
corner.
3, and she just can't connect.
Jayla Dean's
But
been
they're
creeping
looking
in
for
that
her
corner
again,
like a serial
back
killer all
inside.
game.
She's looking for that one-on-one, but pretty good defense from number 23
Wildcats need
here.
to get back here. They
Addison
have to
Morgan.
shut out this Rams offense.
And Emily Gorel is going to lead them down the
Emily
court.
Girl with a little Mahomey pass, no look. That's Jaden Stinnett. Floats it up. Flies in the air like Santa Claus for a couple seconds, but nothing giving there.
And I don't think the Strasburg fans were happy about that one.
You know, Strasburg, this game's been a little chippy, but they've kept it respectful here. You know, some early free throws, there was a little bit of chatter, but other than that, once they realized number 20 could only score free throws, you know, they quieted it down. So Jayla Dean, you know, creeping around that corner, trying to get open. She's going to get in the middle of the field, slightly to the right. Wildcat fans screaming. They need some points here.
And that shot, it's a good shot, but just can't quite connect. Number
That's
33,
Addison Feldmeyer.
Hannah Mariner on the rebound.
Addison Feldmeyer with the shot. Hasn't been able to connect on them, but has looked promising so far. 33 here. Got the rebound.
Some good
tripped
defense.
up. And that's Melissa Dingus.
Dingus going to get this ball, and it looks like she wants to
Hoping
go all the way, one-on-one. And she's going to make that
And
layup.
she just drove down the field and
Melissa
imposed her will.
Dingus.
She cooked up that Rams defense like she was Gordon Ramsay. That was fantastic from Melissa Dingus there.
Yeah, something a little similar that you would see from Mahomes.
Yeah,
or
you know, just
Chef
a couple
Curry.
seconds, was able to go down there and just chef up a great play there. And that's been the story of the night, Athen. You know, it's been a boxing fight almost, I would compare it to. It's just been
point after point.
That's right. Melissa Dingus, Jayla Dean scoring, but the defense just has to be able to back up those points that the Wildcat offense has scored.
And then the Wildcats have been working with a lot of contested shots, but
here comes Kenzie and
that's going to be a foul. She's going to get 2 free throws, and if the Wildcats want to stay in this game with 3 minutes left, she needs to hit these.
This will be key because she could bring it down to a 6-point game here.
6 points, anything can happen.
That's right. With 3 minutes left, 6 points is plenty to work with, but they have to shut out this Rams offense in these final 3 minutes.
And the first shot, it's good.
There we go, and that's
what you
a good
like to
sign.
see.
They're going to make some substitutions here. That's Sadie Rosner going back in. I think that's what you like to see here.
Now, if you're the Wildcats, you really want to hit this.
I think they're looking for a bit of veteran leadership coming into the final 3 minutes. And she's going to do it.
There you go.
She's drawn it to a 6-point game.
And that's exactly what you want to see. They're going to put pressure on this team.
And that's what's going to be key in these final 3 minutes.
It's a good defense from Melissa Dingus.
There we go, and that is fantastic play. They're going to call a foul, but I don't know. Like, that's a bit of a suspicious call there, but great job by Melissa Dingus to keep working.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good play from Melissa, but they're just going to – the rest don't think so. So we are going to see number 20, Emily Gorel, back at the free throw line like usual.
Per usual. You know, all she scored on tonight, but that's all right. Draws the fouls. Fans were chippy early when she was taking that, but then
there
she realized
she
doesn't
again,
miss.
the free throw merchant at it again.
Freak free thrower here. Let's see if she could do it again.
And that's just such good free throw form. I mean, it's hard to do it like that.
And here's a girl who hasn't missed all game, and you know, and there's something special about a player like that. You got to understand that.
I mean, that's just like something you want on your team.
And that could, if the Wildcats don't score here, that could
and
be
Mackenzie Bloomfield to put this at a 3-point game. Mackenzie Bloomfield.
And you know what, Afton? Mackenzie Bloomfield is turning up in these final 3 minutes. She's trying to get the Wildcats
electric
back into this game.
in these final 3 minutes.
But their defense has to back it up. She's drawing it within.
And it looks like they want to double team, but this is going to be
Wildcats defense leaving it open.
You've got to get a block here.
And they
that's exactly what you want to do. Amazing rebound. Mackenzie Bloomfield again. I feel like she's been.
Her and Sadie Rosner and Jayla Dean, that veteran leadership out there right now for the final 3 minutes.
Jayla Dean got this game up, and that's gonna make this a.
And that's classic Jayla Dean. That's what we've seen all game, drilling threes, and that's the place to do it. Wildcat defense needs to get back here. They're within 2 points here. It's a 1-score game, Athen. We got 2 minutes left. Strasburg hoping to set up some screens wide open, and I don't know. It's gonna be close.
2-point game. You gotta get a stop here, but they don't. 1 minute 53 left on the clock.
And here's a girl who's
and
hit
if
on
you're
a
the
lot of
Wildcats,
shots
you gotta
tonight.
come down. You gotta get close to the paint, and you gotta score.
They've got to rely on their veterans here. Jayla Dean and Kenzie Bloomfeld teaming up so far in this final 3 minutes.
Amazing pass. Oh, Mahomie.
Fakes pass, doesn't know where to look. Sets up a screen. Emily Goro looks like she ran into a brick wall with that screen. That was a fantastic job there by Kenzie Bloomfeld.
I think this is going to be a Wildcat ball.
It's a Wildcat ball, and you know what? She can draw within 2 points once again. That's a 1-score game with 2 minutes remaining, almost. Minute and a half, excuse me. It's going to be a Wildcat ball.
Looking for something.
They need points here. Kenzie Bloomfeld, the veteran, wins.
And there you go.
Dean,
and the shot.
and
no good.
That hasn't been like Jayla Dean today. She's been fantastic. So these veterans, if I'm the coaches here, you know, our defense needs to step it up. I'm calling a timeout, telling them what we're thinking about.
And there you
Rams
go.
just hoping to put the nail in the
And you got to get
coffin.
this rebound. You can't let them get that. No, that's just not what you want to see.
And that's Emily Girl's first time scoring without a free throw.
And that puts this as a 6-point game. 2 threes will tie it up.
And she says, I call game. Like, this is over, Emily Girl says. But it's a bit of a high-scoring game compared to the JV game here. But it's been a dogfight, I think. We're within 6 points here.
Yeah. And if you're the Wildcats, you really want to get some threes up.
Like, really want to score some points. Wildcat fans crowd a little bit quiet. When Jayla Dean hit that three, it was electric within the stands. Within 6 points, 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
If I'm the coaches for the Rams right here, I'm just saying, you know, let's finish out this game, be stingy on defense, don't let anything in, and just impose our will, hold on to the ball. And I think that'll be the key for the Rams to win.
Yeah.
Now, if you're the Wildcats coach, Ethan, what are you saying?
I'm really thinking we try to get the ball into either Melissa, Jayla, or Mackenzie Bloomfield's hands and just shoot those threes that you know they can hit.
That's right. Those veterans have been hitting those shots all day. I say give them the ball, let them shoot it, and we'll see what happens. Because they're within 2 threes here, Ethan.
It looks like they're going to keep their roster out there.
And I think this is the best lineup for them. Addison Feldmeyer hasn't hit on any points today, but she's looked fantastic setting up blocks out there in the paint.
Yeah, and some amazing blocks, some amazing screens.
And then they've got 3 players. They've got all 5 players out there aren't freshmen, so they're bringing out that veteran leadership.
And let's see what they can do here.
It doesn't look like anyone's tired out there on the court, feeling that adrenaline, hoping to score here. You know, Addison Feldmeyer moving around, looking for something. Jayla Dean getting locked up here. Sets a good screen. Kenzie Bloomfield.
Well, that's a really good steal, and it looks like Emily Gorel wants to just draw out the clock.
Crowd bickering. They're not happy with these hands. That's a double team. They stifle them. Not sure whose ball this is going to be.
It's a timeout called by the Rams.
So we got 30 seconds here. The Wildcats need to piece something together here. It's late.
The Wildcats need 2
happen.
threes here to tie this game up.
I think coach is definitely voicing that. They just need to take the shots here at them and just hope and pray. The veterans have hit it all day, so I don't think they're too worried.
Yeah, some amazing shots by some of the veteran players.
Rams fans, Wildcat cheer, student section, Cat Pack looking hyped. They're hoping this Wildcat team wins. So fans electric, veterans getting warm out there. They're ready, I think.
I really think that if you're the Wildcats, you got to get some amazing defense. You got to put up those 3-point shots. I wouldn't settle for 2.
The Rams score here. That'll put the nail in the coffin. Wildcats hoping to play some stifling defense here. That's not going to do it. They need pressure here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to bring pressure.
And so we're at 18 seconds left here, and this game's starting to pull away from the Wildcats. They really need a miracle here. With Emily Gurl stepping up for the free throw, she's been about automatic here. And
it's not going to stop. As she's just been on a
Rams
streak
are
this
game here.
If she can hit this will bring it to an 8-point game.
With 18 seconds left, this is out of reach for the Wildcats.
And she
Emily
does.
Gurl
She's been hitting those free throws all game. Mackenzie Bloomfield looking to make a little
something. The veteran has
looking to make a little magic happen.
Here's Sadie
Flips
Rosner.
to Sadie Rosner. Sadie Rosner for the shot, and she can't quite hit it. Trying to keep it in bounds. They do.
Cameron Shipe stepped out, and
they say she was out of bounds. That's most likely going to be the end.
Rams looking.
All the Rams have to do is keep the ball away.
5 seconds remaining.
And
they're going to go for something.
Yeah, it looks like
Jaden Stinnett, and I'm not sure why they're trying to shoot here.
And that's going to be the end of the game.
And the Rams are going to win 41-34.
And that's going to wrap it up. But our next stream game is on the December 11th with boys basketball against Kettle Run.
That should be a great game, and we will see you there. From